Oh my God! What? Yeah!
Less talky, more funky.
I'm gay. The Pope dies at the best time for Universal. The MCU consults the sacred text, and Joseph brings a pop quiz to the class.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call! Bueller?
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller?
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, 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 classmates. Welcome to Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Tyler.
I'm Joseph.
And I'm Peter.
We have a great show for you today. The eve of Mother's Day. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live and otherwise. And of course, the OG audio only classmates in podcast land. How is everyone doing today?
I'm great. You sound like what's the word I'm looking for? Metered, calm, collected, in a zenful state.
Yeah, it could be because I had a delicious cup of beta coffee.
Okay. That was actually D-Nuts coffee. Producer Justice made that.
Oh, producer Justice. Yeah. How could I forget?
It's Romanian.
He made it and
It's
he
Romanian
dipped.
coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't go wrong with Romanian coffee. Let's go around the table here. Joseph, how are you today?
Good.
Yeah, you have a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, do you suffer from allergies? I mean, me and Pete, we suffer from allergies, but I don't think I've ever got a read on you that you suffer from allergies.
I think we talked about this
Yeah, we did.
last week.
A couple weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I forget.
I wasn't listening. Rule of thumb, your mouth is moving, Tyler's not listening. Somewhere else.
Well, I mean, it's pretty bad, it seems like, for even non-allergy sufferers. Like, Bay Area people seem to be suffering quite a bit. I don't know about you, Pete. I mean, you have the worst allergies out of all of us.
The worst. Terrible.
I mean, he's on death's door every time.
All day. Every season. I don't go anywhere without my allergy eye drops. Like, I could deal with the runny nose and the dry head and all that kind of stuff, but the itchy eyes, I fucking hate it.
You just want to rip your eyes out and just like itch them
But no more. No more. I keep allergy eye drops. Opcon A, that's my preferred brand.
Right on.
I keep one in the car. I always got that thing on me. One on my desk, all my desks at work.
Yeah.
I have multiple desks.
Multiple desks.
Yeah. I'm on the road, so my car is one like workplace, and then every one of my shops have a desk I sit at.
Joseph, do you have multiple desks?
Do I have multiple desks?
Yeah.
Like, do I own multiple desks?
Do you have multiple desks? It's
I
a simple question.
Is it?
Well, you got the one at home.
I have one desk that I own that I bought with my money at home.
You have a work desk.
And then there's
Oh, wow. He has
a
money.
desk, there's a desk at work. Yeah, well, not after the desk. I don't have any money.
Yeah. There's a nice desk.
Yeah, it goes up. It doesn't come down, though.
Wow. Okay. Pete, how have you been?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking, Tyler.
Yeah. Busy week?
Yeah. Oops, my bad. I was trying to do one of these. I like when Tyler's like in game show host mode.
Game show host
Yeah.
mode.
But it's a kind of a...
This is show business, baby.
The question came off a little judgy, like, busy week, huh?
Look at you fucking guy over there. Yeah, week's been busy.
Okay.
The slower we are at work, the busier it seems like my job is.
Oh.
Which is weird. But I mean, the shops are running; they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
And when there's no work in the shop, which is the case right now, I'm basically just trying to drum up work from anywhere we can. Plus, our food drive just started.
Yeah, you were talking about how you were gonna shave your head
Possibly.
if
we hit our goal.
If you hit your goal, what was it, like 70K?
70K.
Yeah.
70 grand. Last year we donated $34,800 to the local food bank. Trying to double it this year.
Yeah.
If we double it, I'm going to shave my head.
Yeah, I got about $1,200 worth of that food delivered to me.
There's no shame in going. They don't deliver to your house. You actually have to.
Well, then who was
leave.
delivering food to my house?
That was your rich benefactor parents. We're like, if we don't feed
It
our
was?
son,
$1,200 worth of DoorDash.
he's gonna die. No, there's no shame in using the food bank. I was talking to a friend the other day.
There isn't.
I was talking to a friend the other day who's in investment banking or real estate or something like that. And she says one of the people she was talking to is trying to do a reverse mortgage because she couldn't afford her home. She couldn't afford her living expenses and also to help out her family because she was putting her grandkids through college and she's doing all these nice things for herself. And she goes, today maybe I'll just have an apple for food. And so selfless that she's willing to sacrifice her own food to help pay for her kids' college or Bible camp or whatever it is.
Bible camp.
Yeah, Bible camp, summer camp. Church summer camp
With Bibles.
Yeah, with Bibles there. But in my head, I was thinking that's a perfect opportunity to go use the local food bank. There's no shame involved in that, even though sometimes there feels like there's a stigma. No. It's like it's in place, and more so now than ever. It's important because systems are being cut, funding is being cut left and right, because there's some cunt in office who is being a real bastard to the country. So
Yeah, 47 has been doing a number on our country. But again, anyone in the sound of our voices, please donate to our local food
MAGAs,
bank.
Proud Boys, what have you.
yeah, they're juggalos. they're undoing the Constitution.
Yeah, well,
But that's not besides the point. We're here to talk about movies, though.
Yeah, we are, and that's
Look what you did, Tyler.
What did I do?
You brought politics into the gab.
I didn't bring any politics at all.
I'm going to talk religion when it gets to my turn.
What about you? What did you do this week?
What did I do this week? I fell off of my bike.
Oh,
Sounds so defensive.
You ate shit on your bike.
Yeah, I fell off of my bike like a complete idiot. I was riding down a road that looks like a screensaver for like a Windows screensaver screen. And I was taking this in the scenery. It was the golden hour. It looked, I swear to God, like you couldn't even, and you couldn't even take a picture and imagine like how beautiful it looked. And then all of a sudden I get mollywopped by a pothole, fall over my handlebars, bruised probably 3 or 4 of my ribs, and I got road rash. And yeah, it sucked.
I'm on the streets. I'm a tough guy.
Not really. No.
Don't mess with me. I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a little bit more burly, probably I could be more intimidating. But I don't even look my age. But Enough about my infirmity. Let's get into some gab and chatter. God damn it.
Find some charity, ye lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
Gab and chatter, movie news, movie discussions, what have you. Joseph, what do you have for us today?
I have no movie news or discussion to have with you.
Holy moly.
No. It's been a while since we've done any sort of. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done anything fun on this show. So,
This isn't fun
Like
to
a
you?
chore, a show.
yeah. So I decided to just put together some quick trivia
God damn it.
for you guys.
Right.
Tyler's like,
I hate that game.
I do. I hate these games. I'm not good at them.
You don't even know what game it is.
All right. Well,
now, because of the nature of like, I wanted to do it, but I didn't really want to think too hard about it.
What the fuck?
Okay.
This is just going to be like general like movie trivia.
Cool. Yeah.
Like-
no real theme.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no real theme.
I like general trivia.
And the questions may be really easy, maybe difficult. I don't know. And it's just going to be a little like, I'm not going to go like you, Pete, you, Tyler specifically. Just I'm going to ask the question. Whoever answers first,
Okay.
you win.
All right. Got it.
And then the points don't matter, or do they?
All right. So this is whose line is it anyway style.
Yeah.
okay.
Now, there's a couple questions here that are tailored to each of you specifically,
Okay.
but we'll get there. And because it is just basic ass trivia, I decided to make this add a little spice to it.
Cool.
Oh.
It says General Trivia or MCFC Trivia Aggressive Edition.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we
so
both have
pop
have
quiz.
electric shocks tied to our taints at this point. Is
No.
that what that cable is?
No.
in my
Wait,
shorts.
No,
Yeah, I was
so I'm
kinda-
just
I
gonna
was
be
kinda
mean to
wondering
you.
What that was?
Okay.
I'm just gonna be
A random person with a crossbow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be mean to you.
We die by crossbow.
Wait a minute.
You're gonna be mean to us?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So shut up.
I'm into that.
Shut up. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
First question, idiots.
Okay.
Margaret Qualley
Yeah.
is the daughter of which actress?
Oh,
Margaret Qualley?
I can never remember her name. I can see her face. She's in that doctor show.
Is it Barbara?
Barbara.
Barbara who?
Barbara.
Barbara Qualley?
Barbara Stanwyck. No. It's Fuck. What was her name?
Hurry up, morons.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's Yeah, I give up. I can't. I'm not gonna get it.
God, you're stupid.
Okay, what is it?
The answer is Andy McDowell.
Yes.
I got it right.
All right. Joe's 100 points to Joseph. Okay.
Okay, dumbasses.
right. Love it. I love this.
It's kind of hard to be mean and keep a straight face.
I don't know why I'm getting turned on by you.
In
disparaging.
what year did streaming-only movies become eligible for the Oscars?
Ooh, that had to be 2013.
I'm gonna say 2022.
You're both fucking wrong. The answer is 2020. Damn. You didn't think about the pandemic?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, the 19.
Oh, good. I'll remember that now.
Okay.
Fucking
Okay. Idiots. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Third question. The first Mickey Mouse film from 1928 entered public domain in 2024. What is the name of that movie?
Steamboat Willie.
Damn it. You finally got one right.
Yes.
Christ's sake. Jesus.
Screamboat, the knockoff of Steamboat Willie's on.
That's 10 points.
Amazon Prime right now. Okay, 10
Oh,
points.
wait, that's out already?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It looks terrible.
10 points to Pete.
Cool.
Wait, what? Okay.
I beat you.
Yeah, he said it first.
Okay.
Gotta be faster than that, you fucking slow ass poke.
Slow poke. All right.
All right, where are we? Question 4. Whoops. What is Neo's real name
John Anderson.
in The Matrix?
John Anderson. Thomas Anderson.
Are you sure? You're sure it wasn't John?
Thomas Anderson.
How sure are you?
You
better be fucking sure.
I'm very sure.
He said it quicker. I was already going to say Thomas Anderson.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
I don't think
already
you
knew.
were.
Yes, I was. He
Then why
said
didn't
it
you
fast.
why didn't you jump on it when I gave the wrong answer?
Because I would have been in second. Like, what's the point?
No,
What's
he
the
said
point?
he
Like
said
either
John.
I said John first.
Yeah, it's Thomas Anderson.
Do you ever think?
Thomas Anderson.
Great.
It's the game, okay? It's aggressive trivia. Thomas Anderson?
Yeah.
That answer is
Born on 9/11.
correct.
Yeah, I was born on 9/11. That's when his driver's license expires. It always expires on your birthday.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, next question. In Blade Runner, what is the name of the company that creates the replicants?
Oh.
Pass.
I figured you would pass.
It's not Wayland.
No, why the fuck would it be Wayland?
Wailing.
It's not even in the same
That
universe.
that was the joke.
I'm gonna say Wayland Industries.
Not even close.
Wayland Utani.
Even further away. It's not even the same universe.
Hiroshima, yet Nagasaki.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the coach of the Steelers.
Jesus fucking Christ! You don't even like sports.
Yes, I do. What are you
What's the
talking
answer?
about?
What's the answer?
The answer is Tyrell. Tyrell Corporation.
That was close.
No, you fucking weren't. God, you're stupid.
Is it like one of those? Like one of those restaurants where
love this.
the waitresses talk shit to you the whole time?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
But if you talk shit back, you get kicked out. You know?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
What? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can't. You can't.
No.
They can disparage.
It's a
you.
one-way street.
Yeah, they can disparage you, but you have to take it. Just like how I'm taking it from Joseph.
Wow. All right, let's go on the board.
All right, so minus 50 points for both of you.
Okay. Fuck. Damn. I'm at 50 points.
Next question. In the original Willy Wonka, who is the first kid that Oompa Loompas sing about?
Oh, it's the fat boy.
Augustus Gloop.
I don't know the name. I just
name
know
is
he's
Who's the first kid that Oompa Loompas sing about?
it's the German kid who loves chocolate.
Fucking wrong.
What? Really?
Is it Mike TV?
No, Pete.
Who is it?
What was your answer?
Augustus Gloop.
Correct.
Wow.
All right.
Score
one for the good
You guys are doing
guys.
terrible.
Yeah. What's the score?
I don't know.
You're winning, I think.
We're not. We're,
I'm winning.
I was gonna say Joseph's.
I'm getting them all right.
Fuck, man.
Okay. Next question. In Breakfast at Tiffany's, what is the name of Holly Golightly's cat?
What? Jewel?
Have you seen Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No.
Clearly.
I have not. I have not seen it.
Neither of you have seen Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Pearl?
No.
No.
It seems like an insufferable movie
Precious?
to me. I'm gonna say
Well, Audrey Hepburn is a vision.
The
in
name
that
of the
movie.
cat.
name of the cat. Context clues. Her name is Holly Golightly. And it's Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's set in somewhere.
You are so slow.
Is she black? It's a black cat?
No.
Oh.
Would that make a difference?
Yeah, it would. I'm going to say Colonel Fuzzby.
Is it Precious? What is it?
Not even fucking close.
Okay.
The answer is cat.
cat?
The cat's name is Cat.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I really don't want to see this movie now.
You can get
Fuck it. You name your cat Cat?
I've known people name their cat or dog, but not movies.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I've never heard of someone named their dog.
DOG.
Interesting.
I had a friend whose dog's name was DOG.
That's so funny. This movie we see Mickey Rooney playing Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you would love it, Tyler.
What?
You know, because of the, you know. Yeah. All right.
Tyler's always walking around with his, like, pulling his eyes.
Shut up. Next question.
All right.
Where does Hugh Grant's character work in Notting Hill?
He owns a bookstore.
I need you to be more specific.
A travel bookstore.
Oh,
That is
that is correct.
finally correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
For once in your goddamn life.
What's in your goddamn life?
Okay.
Owns a palatial state.
Next question.
All right.
In the Truman Show, why is Truman afraid of water?
Oh.
I don't know why I played that.
Because he doesn't know how to swim?
Can I answer?
Just because you don't know how to swim doesn't apply to anybody else.
I was on that freaking swim team in water polo.
No one cares.
Okay.
I like this aggressive trivia. Because
Hurry up.
the corporation basically staged his parents drowning, his dad drowning at sea,
Oh, God damn it.
and implanted essentially the memory that his dad drowned at sea, or maybe it's both his parents. Something like
That is technically correct.
But he doesn't know how to swim, though.
that. Because he's never tried because he's afraid of the water.
Well, I was kind of correct.
No.
That's not why he's afraid of the water. He's afraid of the water because it's deadly. According to his memories that are fake.
It's because
Okay.
he witnessed an accident involving his father. Oh, yeah. That's why he is afraid of water.
It's like a big storm, and
He's not afraid of water because he can't swim.
his actor dad died.
God, The Truman Show is such a horrific movie.
Yeah.
Not as bad as your life. In Avatar. The James Cameron Avatar, in case you weren't fucking sure. What's the name of the alien world that humans are visiting?
Pandora.
Pandora. Damn it.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
That is correct. Right. For 2 points.
Sweet. 2 points. All right.
The questions that I don't tell you there's points have 0 points.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Who is the only actor to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Lord of the Rings movie?
For acting in the Lord of the Rings movie, he got the Oscar nomination for the actual
Of the entire cast, he's the only person to get nominated
for Lord of the Rings.
for Lord of the Rings.
Viggo Mortensen?
Actor.
Yes. The person who's in the fucking movie. You know, actors, they're on the screen.
Can you be more specific?
They're human.
I'm gonna say. It's the guy that plays Gandalf.
Ian McKellen?
Yeah, Ian McKellen. Sir Ian McKellen.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You were wrong, by the way.
Oh, what?
That is... Actually, you know what?
What?
He said the name,
What?
Ian McKellen, first.
Oh, okay.
So Tyler.
Finally.
That's not his name though. It's Sir Ian McKellen.
He wasn't born that way.
That's a good point. Oh, so now we're dead naming people?
That's just a
We're dead naming Sir Ian.
pre-birth naming
It's
people.
more title. I think Sir is a title, not a name.
For sure.
It is a title.
I almost thought Chris says Golem. I almost thought maybe Andy Serkis. He got
Golem.
like,
Andy Serkis.
Well, Andy Serkis does deserve an Oscar if we're going to talk
It's just a
about
nomination.
A category, at least.
All right.
All right.
I'm liking this trivia.
it. All right.
My ego doesn't like it. Though.
I should have wrote down a bunch of insults. Instead.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
just going off of the dome.
We can do an insult generator.
Next question. Name as many of the top 5 grossing R-rated films as you can.
Top grossing?
In the top 5. Name as many as you can.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oppenheimer.
Deadpool.
Deadpool versus Wolverine. Oppenheimer.
That's 2. That's 1. You still got a chance, Tyler.
This is kind of hard.
Is it?
Titanic.
Titanic's not rated R.
I think it is.
I think it is.
No, it isn't.
There's boobs and bush, dumbass.
Yeah, they dropped the F-bomb and the N-word a few times.
They did.
Fucking iceberg right ahead.
The N-word is not a swear word to him.
Pulp Fiction.
No way.
No.
R-rated. That makes it hard.
Silence of the Lambs.
Nope.
Damn.
It's 2-1 right now.
only I can think of-
Terminator.
No.
Terminator 2.
No.
Aliens.
No. You're just naming movies that you like.
That's true. I am.
Don't look at the chat.
The live action Aladdin remake.
I give up. I don't know.
Yeah, I give up.
Hereditary.
Well, Pete wins because he got 2 of them. All 3 Deadpools are in the top 5.
No
Oh,
shit.
what the hell? All right.
Wow.
And Joker as well.
Joker. Oh, yeah.
Really,
Yep.
Joker.
I
So you got
forgot.
4
Joker.
comic book movies and Oppenheimer in the top
Joker.
R-rated films, top grossing R-rated
Yeah,
films.
that's right. I forgot about Joker.
Yeah, one of the least grossing R-rated movie, Joker 2.
Least rated, maybe.
Okay.
This is good stuff.
Next question.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Good job, Heather. Yeah, I could just do the whole show. I'm fine with this.
Who was the first black woman to win an Oscar for Best Actress? Bonus if you can name the movie. Good luck, Tyler.
Halle Berry. Wait, what?
Okay, go ahead. Finish your question.
Finish it.
Halle Berry. I don't know the movie.
Halle Berry, Monsters Ball.
Correct.
I guess the actress.
He gets points. I get bonus points.
You get half a point.
Okay.
He gets
Fair.
500 points.
Fair. 500. Jeez.
Okay. Now, these next 2 questions are tailored to each of you specifically.
Oh, okay. All right.
Each one is going to be one of you and one is going to be the other.
Okay.
In case it wasn't clear. Next question, Tyler.
Son of a bitch.
We reviewed the Pianist, directed by Roman Polanski, your fave, on December 6, 2023. A film you described as a chore to watch. I listened back. What did you grade that movie?
The Pianist.
What did you grade that movie?
I think I graded it a
A chore to watch.
It was a chore to watch. I do remember that.
You and your crazy,
Grading system.
misunderstanding mind, or inunderstandable.
Yeah, incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think I graded it a B+.
B plus, huh?
Yeah.
You thought you gave it a B plus. You're saying you gave it a B plus.
Unwatchable.
A movie that was a chore to watch.
What was
Your
it?
hero directed it.
My hero.
Yes. Man famously known for raping a child.
In a hot tub.
13 years old.
She was drunk.
You say
She
B.
was drunk.
You say B plus. Incorrect.
Really?
Incorrect.
What did I
He
give
gave
it?
A.
He gave it an A.
Chore to watch. Hate it. A.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. I stand by it.
Last question for you, Pete.
All right.
For 1 billion points.
Okay.
1 billion.
And if you get it wrong, it's 500 million points.
Okay. All right.
Before we switched to letter grades,
Yep.
we used a 1 to 5 scale. On episode 9 of the show,
Okay.
uploaded November 6th, 2019,
Okay.
what did you give George of the Jungle?
Ooh. Towards the jungle.
Christ.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Was it within the range? Was it a joke answer, like minus 10 stars or something like that? Okay.
No.
So it was a real no. Okay.
I believe you mentioned something about. I was probably being a little harsh on it.
Okay. 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yes.
You are saying
1.5.
that you gave George of the Jungle
I remember hating it.
that we reviewed in 2019 a 1.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
2 stars?
2 stars.
Yeah, I was either 1.5 or 2. I remember hating it.
Well,
That was.
I wish I could say good job, but you guys did terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This is I'm on fire. I want to do some more trivia. I want to do some more trivia.
Can we we'll just do this for the whole show. At this point. Fuck the French Connection. Fuck all the news stories.
Hell no.
I hate that game.
And that concludes aggressive trivia.
Very good. Thank you very much.
I love it. Love it.
Hold on, let me get back to my normal, nice.
Normal, demure,
Yeah.
mindful nature.
Let me change the.
I'm like,
where am I?
All right.
that's it.
All right. Well, that was great. So, Pete, do you have any?
Yes, I have a news story.
That's not aggressive or disparaging towards any of us.
Are you guys Catholic?
No.
We'll be okay then.
I flirted with the idea of being Catholic.
I was baptized as an infant. Does that count?
After
Wait, you
in
were?
Catholicism?
Wait, hold on.
Is it Catholicism or Christianity?
You were
Catholicism.
You were baptized,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't choose it.
so you're saved. Then
No, you have to have.
he's not going into the flames.
No, that only happens. They do that before you have free will, and then after you have free will, you have to recommit yourself.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I did. Apparently, I have no memory of this, but I apparently did do like Sunday school or first
You
communion.
did Sunday school?
I have zero memory. Maybe it was something traumatic happened with the priest.
Well, regardless,
I blocked it all out.
what does this news story have to do with Catholicism and Christianity?
Please
as a
tell us,
whole?
Pete. What does it have to do with it?
Well, guys,
I thought you pulled that mask off, Joseph.
Sorry, I'm still recovering. Okay, it's, not, it's my old life.
so we got a new pope. He's from Chicago. It's his
Is that the first American pope?
first American pope. Yeah, he's Pope Leo the 14th. His original name was what was it
Robert
here?
Provost.
Provost. Yeah. So Bob Provost from Chicago, the sausage king of the Midwest.
Yeah.
Abe Froman. He's a Peruvian dual citizenship, Peruvian American. Went to college in Chicago, lived in Chicago, and after the Pope died, after J.D. Vance killed the Pope, with his visit to the Vatican, shook his hand, gave him the grip of death, and that was all she wrote. Then we got an American Pope who also hates J.D. Vance, which is funny.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm bringing up though is that this couldn't be better timing for Universal. Because they just released Conclave. And if you guys don't know what the concept of Conclave is the process that the church goes through, the Vatican goes through, where all of the cardinals from around the world come in and they basically sequester themselves within the Vatican in locked rooms. And the word conclave is an amalgamation of two Latin words, conclave, which means basically under key. So basically, they lock themselves away from the yeah. Where's the more you know? And they lock themselves away, and they vote on who the next pope is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Conclave itself, the movie, super fun. Way more fun than I was expecting for a religious.
Isn't the lead the guy, the chef from The Menu?
Yes, it's Voldemort himself, Ralph Fiennes. And it's Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, a couple other people.
Oh, wow. John Lithgow's in it.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like, well, how do you vote on the Pope? What makes this cardinal better than that cardinal? Well, there's like, it's like Big Brother and all this stuff happening during, the real world road rules challenge inside the Vatican. And they're all like voting on, oh, this guy seems kind of an asshole. And oh, this guy's too progressive. And this guy's not progressive enough.
Okay.
So the funny thing is there's reports, though, that the new Pope before he was actually elected Pope, and a bunch of the other cardinals had watched Conclave in order to get an idea of what it was going to be like to be in the conclave.
Wait a minute. So they don't have any idea of
No, there's probably some idea, but it was like a refresher.
Well, how long had Pope Francis been the Pope?
I don't know, like definitely over 2 decades for sure. I remember when he was elected Pope, it was a big deal.
2013, yeah, so it's been about 12 years. And but the whole process, the conclave process, has been ongoing for, I want to say, a couple hundred years. And back in the day, they used to put them all within like the confines of the Vatican itself. And some of the cardinals were getting sick and dying because there was like they were there in there sometimes for so long because you have to have so many votes, and they'd have round after round after round of votes.
They get sick
because they were in such poor squalor conditions. They didn't have like individual rooms like they do now.
Yeah.
So it's undergone some sort of transformations over the years, and it's just a fucking thing that the church made up to figure out how to vote on the Pope.
Just like religion.
Yeah, exactly.
And
just
so
some
they made
shit
it
that somebody made up one day, and everyone follows it for some reason.
And they made a movie out of it.
And it's
and then
very interesting.
And then the cardinals had to watch it just to remind themselves of what their duty was.
Some of the cardinals, yeah, some of the cardinals.
It's like 12 Angry Men, but Catholic edition.
Yeah, it's like 100 angry Catholics
versus one gorilla.
It would win.
They have the power of God on their side.
And anime.
And anime, yeah.
So after the Pope's death, views went up on Conclave on the streaming services 283% in the
Jesus Christ, 283%.
Yeah, it tripled in overnight from the day before the Pope died and the day after the Pope died.
Wow.
It tripled immediately. And I imagine it probably went up from there. And I would say, even without the Pope dying, the movie's worth your time. Very fun watch. And you're thinking, this is a religious drama. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of cardinals stuck in a room somewhere. And how can this be interesting? How can this be boring or fascinating or whatever? And it is fascinating. Also, great looking movie too. A lot of really like total jerk off shots about like showing all the cool religious iconography and like the red robes and all the really cool different segments of the church and how they're all coming together. And then Isabella Rossellini also plays one of the lead nun, and she has a part in it too, and she's fantastic. So the movie itself is great, but I just think that the timing was so funny because it came out, it hit Peacock. I watched it on Peacock. Now it's streaming on Amazon Prime. And then the Pope died, and everyone's like, "Oh, you couldn't ask for better publicity, brother." I mean, rest in peace, Pope Francis.
Rest in peace.
Joking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that because they're so secretive about like how they choose the Pope. So to have a movie,
they send smoke signals.
Yeah,
to let you know if they've
the white smoke is when they decided, and
black smoke means they burnt the brisket.
Yeah. I've always said this, like in a post-apocalyptic world, if I was stranded on the other side of the pond, I would want to go through the Vatican, and I would go through their archives and stuff and just like
Oh, you want to like if the world ends, that's where you want to go is read all this stuff there.
Like, it's all in Latin.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah,
it's like,
probably it's all.
I would imagine so.
Well, I mean, I am illiterate, so yeah, that might be a
illiterate in one. Actually, technically, you're illiterate in every language.
Yeah, yeah.
So even if it wasn't English,
well, I mean, if it was well, maybe I could find a TikTok if the servers were still up. But
You sure about that?
Yeah,
probably not.
So, anyways, Pope Francis.
This guy is a piece of shit.
So that's accurate.
Yeah,
Jesus.
They all watched Conclave.
Not all of them, but a select few.
Oh, the newbies.
The noobs. Yeah. And the weird thing is, this new Pope is the first one to have a social media account. So people are going back through his Twitter and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this Pope is so woke." And you're like, well, it's pretty much just saying this is not accurate. Jesus would actually believe this.
Oh yeah.
And the modern,
those people are like those MAGAs.
The modern Trumpers are
calling him Marxist,
woke Marxist Pope.
Yeah, so stupid.
And that was my that was my ghost cover band in high school. Woke Marxist Pope.
Good band name.
Yeah, great band name. So, anyways, I just thought it was hilarious, and there's actually footage of Pope Leon. Is it Leon or Leo?
Leo.
Pope Leo the 14th at a Chicago White Sox game at the World Series like 4 years ago in the crowd.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's just him just like cheering on the Red White Sox because he's fucking from Chicago.
Poor White Sox fans.
Pope. So, anyways, that's exciting. And go watch Conclave. And also, go watch The Two Popes. Let me see where that's streaming at. Two Popes, and just watch.
Wait, now there's two of them?
Wait, that's illegal. Two Popes is on Netflix. Conclave is on Amazon Prime. Now that's a double header that has legs. I'm telling you.
We're knee-deep in Pope content.
Yeah. And then watch The Pope's Exorcist afterwards.
Probably.
So that's it. That's all I got.
All right. My new story for this week. I think we talked about the Blade series.
Pope's Exorcist is on Hulu. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't even. I thought you were joking. It's actually called The Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah, streaming.
It's a Russell Crowe movie.
Russell Crowe, super fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ralph Ineson voices the demon.
Nice.
Which is perfect.
Nice. Yeah, definitely check that out on Hulu.
Yes.
You fool! That's Paul Dano.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Wait, it's Paul Dano. The Blade trilogy, which is beloved by all
Is
of
it?
us here.
No, it's not.
The two movies.
I
right?
love the two movies. The third one's dog shit. Jessica Biel is terrible.
Okay, well, I mean,
Terrible. And it's not just her. It's
And
most of
Ryan
the
Reynolds
movie.
too.
Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
I forgot he was in that one.
And it's PG-13.
And Guillermo
Yeah.
del Toro was nowhere to be seen in that movie.
True. Yeah. Well,
Wait, you like Blade Trinity?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I like that movie.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh.
We're still in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we are? Well, anyway, so I think on the show, but previously in previous episodes that we talked about Blade being redone or remade by the MCU, and we haven't seen a new Blade movie yet.
It's famously been in developmental hell. It lost directors. It's the only constant really has been Mahershala Ali.
Well, this title from Variety.com says Wesley Snipes, a Blade trilogy writer, is ready to reboot it to help Marvel's delayed reboot get made. Quote, what in the world is going on? Why is it taking so long?
What are you guys doing over there?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean, why is it taking so long? It's in developmental hell. David S. Goyer... David S. Goyer recently told Screen Rant that he is more than ready to answer the call should Kevin Feige's Marvel Studio need him to write Mahershala Ali's
Mahershala Ali.
Oh, Mahershala Ali. I apologize. Mahershala Ali's long-delayed Blade movie. Goyer is no stranger to the comic book vampire hunter, having written all three movies in Wesley Snipes' original Blade trilogy. He even stepped in to direct 2004's Blade Trinity.
He wrote the whole trilogy, then he directed the third one. Mm-hmm. Oh, rough. Okay.
He goes on to saying, I've always loved the character and I love him. He loves him.
I love him.
I love him.
So basically, the whole article is just summarizing that the original writer is frustrated of the delay of the reboot of the Blade franchise. Mm-hmm. And I feel his frustration as well, because I think we have Sinners that came out, which is a vampire movie, which I heard great things about. Mm-hmm. But I think we need a honest to God action vampire movie, much akin to Underworld
and Twilight.
No, not Twilight.
You sure about that?
Tyler, what's your favorite vampire movie?
My favorite vampire movie? Mm-hmm. Easy, Nosferatu.
Before Nosferatu.
Before that, it's recency bias.
But yeah, you're right. Interview with the Vampire.
That's mine too. Joseph, how about you?
I guess, recency bias, Sinners, but
I'll allow it.
Really? Wait, you allow that? But
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. Before that,
I mean, honestly, Blade was
really, that's cool.
like
I think that's in my top 5.
I watched that a lot, and then Blade 2 followed closely behind it.
Yeah, Blade 2 is really good.
yeah, I think I like Interview with the Vampire because it humanizes the vampires.
But also,
Always
From Dusk Till Dawn,
Louis.
I watched that a lot as a kid. That was really good.
Oh, Dusk Till
I
Dawn.
don't even
Yeah,
think that cracks my top 20.
I haven't seen it since.
top 20. Really?
It's
Name 20 vampire movies.
No, don't do it.
Let the right one in.
Oh,
Underworld.
ooh, that's
Only
a good one.
lovers left alive.
No sequels.
No
Neon
lovers?
Demons.
No sequels.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Neon Demons.
No remakes.
What?
Blade. Thirst. Lost Boys.
Oh my God! Now
Shadow the Vampire. Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Name 20 movies that are in your top 20.
I am.
Oh, okay.
He has a list already.
Chronos. 30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night. Yeah, that's okay.
Uh,
No, that's too many.
Dracula Untold. Van Helsing.
Wait, Jackie Untold in your top 20?
No.
Okay.
I'm just listing vampire movies. I think
What We
Dust
Do in
Till
the
Dawn
Shadows.
might be like, oh, that's my number 2, I think.
But I think with the day and age that we are living in right now, I think we as a society deserve a really good Blade movie.
Society deserves
We
to
already
be-
have a really good Blade movie. We have 2 of them.
No, we need a new one.
No, we don't.
We
This
need
does-
a new
this-
one.
this-
We got a new Nosferatu. Robert Eggers blessed us
Yeah,
with
he does.
a
Papa Eggers.
masterful take on Nosferatu. Now we need Blade.
I think us as
And-
a society deserves to be wiped off the planet, actually, instead of given a good movie.
Yeah, I think we should. Well, as
Being eradicated.
Well, as Russ Cole says, we should deny our programming. But I think that we need more of that, like kind of like mid 2000s or early 2000s action kind of movie,
Like Underworld.
like Underworld. Exactly. Thank you.
Underworld's pretty fun.
I love
The later
Underworld.
ones kind of suck, but like the first 2, I think were good.
Well,
I love the super vampire, like the Lycan vampire hybrid.
Yeah.
He looks like a demon.
I mean, like
And the lead singer of Creed.
At the same time.
Well, I spend a lot of time alone. I spend a lot of time alone, and I actually was thinking about this.
She's
and
my life.
I think that we need yeah
Creative life.
yeah yes. I think the oversaturation of like streaming movies, like just overall streaming, is like taking away from the classic sort of like action movies that, well, mid movies. I've argued this before, and I'm gonna argue it again. We need more mid movies. Now, that's not to say that there has been mid movies that have came out that are mid good. But it's just you know what? Maybe it's just nostalgia hitting me when I like see like, oh, like the original Blade Runner is trying to, you know, reboot the series.
Blade Runner?
Or
Blade?
You said the original Blade Runner?
not Blade Runner.
Just regular Blade.
Just Blade. I don't know why I said Blade Runner.
He's not running.
You said you're mixing up Blade and Showrunner.
Yeah. So I have high hopes that we are going to get a Blade movie soon. Whether or not that's Wesley, I hope Michael B. Jordan takes up the helm as
That's Mahershala
Blade.
Ali.
Well, I want Michael B. Jordan.
Well, Michael A. Jordan.
I don't know who that
But just
is.
Michael Jordan from the Chicago Bulls.
I don't know.
He's friends with the Pope.
He's acted before.
I would like Michael B. Jordan to play as a vampire in some sort of movie.
Well, spoiler alert, he does.
That was a joke. I'm glad you caught on. That was the joke. Damn it. So the original writer of Blade is going to be trying to expedite this.
Did he say he was? Or he just
Yeah, that's what I.
No, he said he's willing to step in. No one's asking him. He's just like, hey guys,
I'll do it if you want.
I mean, no big deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's he's willing to do it.
Oh, but he's not doing it.
No.
Well, I mean, no, there's no plans. It's just that he's very vocal. He's very vocal about this IP.
Sorry.
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, what was he being interviewed about?
About Blade?
It's the Creed vampire singing.
Oh,
Top of the mountain.
Okay.
so what was he being interviewed about?
About Blade.
Just about Blade?
Yeah, they were asking him about Blade.
Where
because
did this take place? This interview?
Where did it take place?
Like, who was he talking to?
Variety.com.
Variety.com.
And they were just talking to him about like, hey, what's the deal with Blade?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And he
Hey,
was
you wrote the first 3 Blades. Would you step in to write this one? Because they can't fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I
And
don't
he's
think
like,
I
I'm
don't
ready.
think-
I'm
no,
ready to do it.
I don't think that was the question. It was more that like he was very very passionate about
He must have
this.
been talking about something else.
He seeked them out. He's like,
Guys,
I
Variety.
got a quote.
Put
Well,
this in your magazine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the article, like, it just really talks about the subject matter of him being a part of the Blade franchise going forward in the future, and yeah. So I'm really excited for the future of Blade. I hope it happens. I hope they find a good young actor.
It's Mahershala Ali. Give him that at least. You can't even pronounce his name.
Do you even know who that is?
Yes, I do. I know.
Who is he? What's he been in? Name one movie we covered on the show. A good one. Yes, I know.
Let's go on to the next trivia. So you don't know?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not going to be put on the spot like this.
He's the stepdad in Place Beyond the Pines.
He is?
He's also in Moonlight.
Yep.
Oh,
Covered that on the show too.
okay. Okay. Well,
He's black, by the way.
oh, I mean that.
Tyler's like, I figured by the name. That's why I didn't want to learn how to say it. What are we doing, Tyler?
Well, what we're doing now is going into streaming picks.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, I do.
Disney Plus. Oh, HBO Max. If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
You found the pick.
Streaming picks, movies that we watched this week on our favorite streaming services. Joseph, what do you have for us this week?
I've got a few. Hold on a second. Here.
All right, you're done.
That's it.
I can play aggressive too.
I could be mean too. Okay. So first one I watched is a kind of a rewatch. I've never seen it from beginning to end. And Deanna's never seen this movie. This is Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
With Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling,
Great movie.
Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei for a little bit, and Julianne Moore. And Steve Carell and Julianne Moore are a divorced couple at the very beginning of the movie. Julianne Moore tells him that he wants a divorce, that she wants a divorce at dinner.
Love it.
And then Steve Carell then proceeds to move out of the house, starts to spiral. Ryan Gosling plays like this sort of like matchmaker kind of character, although like a hitch, but not. It's not like his job. It's not like a profession. He just sees Steve Carell coming to the same bar that he goes to frequently to pick up chicks, and Steve Carell's just by himself, looking like
self-destructive behavior,
moping, right? And so he decides to step in and help him out, give him a makeover, all this stuff, build up his confidence, and
get him laid.
Yeah, and just have him approach women, and it's kind of a that sort of classic rom-com energy.
Yeah,
it's come out in 2011, and it's a very fun and funny movie, and it has a little bit of a twist in it. If you don't know, I won't mention it.
Yeah, it's a good reveal.
because it's a pretty entertaining reveal, for sure.
Okay.
And yeah, high recommend as far as rom-coms go, and that's streaming on Netflix.
So fun.
Really fun movie.
And there's an even like a romance thing with his young son who's like in love with some girl at school.
There's kind of a layer of creepiness.
Yeah, it gets strange, and you're like,
Yeah,
but the thing is that's real life.
yeah. There's a babysitter who's like a secondary character who babysits for Steve Carell's kids, and
She's got to be 17. Or
yeah,
something,
she
16?
is 17.
Okay.
And the kid is like 13, and he's like has a massive crush on her, the babysitter, but she has a massive crush on Steve Carell,
On the dad.
and it gets to a point that's very inappropriate.
Oh, like kind of like American Beauty sort of thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't have feelings for her. It's a one-way street.
Yeah, she's like obsessed with him.
Fun.
No, I want you to see you fuck.
Yeah. And Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, obviously they get together.
They obviously get
Obviously
together.
get together.
Oh yeah,
And then the sequel is La La Land.
that's right.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's a really fun,
Where's that streaming?
funny movie streaming on Netflix.
Nice. Everybody should watch that. It's so good.
Light fare.
Have you seen it, Tyler?
No, I have not.
You would love it.
Okay.
You would love it.
You would
It doesn't seem like a movie you would love, but I'm telling you right now, you'd love it.
you wouldn't expect to love it,
I do trust your guys' judgment on a movie that I would love.
and you never watch them.
Sometimes,
I
not often.
thank you, Pete. Yes, I do. Not all the time.
Out of 100 recommendations,
I might get 2.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not gonna.
what are you
argue
holding your hands up
that. I'm
for?
not gonna argue that. Don't shoot.
A stray laser killed your father.
Next movie that I watched. Now we have all watched it. I watched Companion.
Oh, nice.
Streaming
Nice.
streaming on Max. And
Please tell me you loved it.
was the reveal that she was an android? Was that supposed to be the twist?
It's a small twist, just a very small reveal.
Yeah, it's,
because they like put it in the marketing and everything.
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah, you kind of already know.
But yeah, I mean
They reveal that really early though, so
Yeah.
they had the first third of the movie. And you can kind of see there's like kind of strong hints towards it. He calls her Beep Boop.
yeah.
And,
That's a great nickname for your fuckbot.
Hey, that's offensive
to who?
to the
the
androids. No, don't say that.
Yeah, this is a pretty entertaining movie.
Pretty entertaining.
It was like if like Ex Machina was silly.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty entertaining, and I like where it was going and how she gets basically control, gets autonomy. And then there's a second reveal that was more surprising.
Yeah.
But you there's like
Yeah.
a little bit of a lead up to it, and you're like start suspecting it, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
Um,
You're also like kind of out of his league.
yeah. I like the little like. I mean, I like the implants, the memory implants, and
Smart.
the flat.
Yeah.
Like you actually see the memory implants,
The way that it's
yeah.
executed on film is good.
and the way that they redo it to like when they have to sync up with the partner, and they have the same exact meet
Yeah.
cute encounter.
It reminded me of It's What's Inside, the way that was shot.
But yeah, it was pretty good. It's
Hulu?
Max.
Oh, Max.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, we've talked about it 3 times now.
Cool.
Yep.
I caught up on a recommendation from our German spaghetti western
Oh,
friend.
oh, cool.
What was his name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, yeah.
Sebastian.
The head motherfucker in charge of the Spaghetti Western
Yes.
database.
He mentioned a movie called And God Said to Cain,
Yeah, it sounded good.
and which is streaming on Amazon Prime, Tubi TV, and Pluto.
Nice.
And this was not as good as like the ones that we reviewed. It's way better than Hudson River Massacre, but it was pretty like uneventful, I would say. There's a lot of I can't remember in the ones that we reviewed where the camera went handheld at all.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
In this, there's quite a few scenes, especially in the beginning, where the camera is handheld in like this sort of wide angle lens, which I thought was really interesting and really cool. And Klaus Kinski plays the main character, and it's a story about a guy who was wronged, and he goes for revenge like 10 years later, and which is kind of the plot of a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's just someone out for revenge.
Yeah.
And but he was wrongly imprisoned, and he was served 10 years, and now he's out, and he's back. He's going out for revenge for people who wronged him.
Got it.
And that's Klaus Kinski. Now the really interesting part of this is that the climax of the revenge part takes place during a tornado.
Oh,
So it's
Wow, that's weird.
very windy.
very windy.
And but it's not like action packed or anything. It's kind of tame in that regard. But I would say it's a strong recommend.
Cool.
And he described it as like a gothic horror. I mean, a lot of it takes place at night, especially during the like shootout. But yeah, it was entertaining for sure, and
Nice.
I would recommend it.
And God Save the King.
And that's a sweet title.
Yeah, it is.
And then I didn't know I was rewatching, but I rewatched for Car Chase May, To Live and Die in LA.
Ah, nice.
And I was
Doubled up on your Friedkin.
I put it on. I was like, this looks familiar. I'm like, Willem Dafoe is in this. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Because it was streamed by Adam Murphy on his bootleg cinema like last year, I think. And I at the time when he streamed it, I actually was not paying that much attention to it.
Like doing something else at the same time.
I remember the counterfeiting, and I remember the old man about to retire gets killed 3 days before he retires.
Yeah.
This is streaming on Tubi and Pluto, and there is one good car chase scene.
There is.
in this movie, and it goes through the LA River. He goes through
Against traffic.
against traffic. And they filmed that at the end of production so that they wouldn't. They filmed the rest of the movie before so that they would have most of the movie done before risking the lives of actors.
There's similar trivia for French Connection, which I'll tell in a bit.
Yeah. But it's an entertaining movie. You got Willem Dafoe, William Peterson, John Turturro, and Dean Stockwell. And Robert Downey Sr. is in this as well.
Oh,
I don't remember which one he was, but
He was one of the detectives. Do you know that they hired real counterfeiters and then they printed basically real counterfeit money and freaking like used a ton of it?
oh really?
He's like, this shit works good, and he just like took it. He started spending it around town and stuff.
that's awesome.
He's insane.
Yeah.
Freaking was insane.
So the plot is that this guy's partner gets killed, who's about to retire, and John, the guy who plays John Grisham in CSI, is out for revenge, and Willem Dafoe is actively trying to get his counterfeit money back so that it's not in circulation and it can't be traced back to him. And he's going to all these different people that he's, given this money to.
Yeah.
And basically like a mob boss, and like, I need that money back. Otherwise I'm going to kill you. And Willem Dafoe naked a lot in this movie.
God.
And yeah, it's a perfectly entertaining movie with a
Nice.
pretty solid car chase sequence
I like this one.
for sure. Yeah, and that's streaming on, did I say it right? Tubi, Amazon, and Pluto.
Oh, Amazon too. Nice.
Yes, and that's what I got.
Nice. Pete, what do you have for us this week?
All right, I got a torrential downpour of movies I watched this week.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do my 3 car chase movies I watched this week, from worst to best.
Okay.
And this might piss some people off, but The Original Italian Job, worst of the week, 1969, starring Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
And maybe my opinion doesn't matter on this because I fast forwarded through like 30 minutes of this, at least, maybe 40.
You fast forwarded.
I was like, hey, man, I watched the first 20 minutes. I'm like, this movie stinks. It's like not good.
Well, then why even
not
continue?
I wanted to see the car chase.
Was it boring, or was it?
Yeah, the tone was weird. It was like I didn't care about the characters. It was confusing near the beginning. Like Michael Caine was pretty cool, all right, and he was playing the Mark Wahlberg character from Italian Job, the remake.
Yeah, the remake.
But the plot's completely different. Completely different of the two. So in this one,
a different Italian Job.
in this one, Michael Caine, Charlie, gets out of prison at the very beginning.
Okay.
And as he's leaving prison, I can't tell if he's talking to another inmate or like a prison warden or something like that. But he's like, I'll talk to you later, so and so. And he goes, we got a full chat in the chat, by the way. Chris Geiger, Heather, Bruce, and Angry Otter, aka Michael, all in the chat. What's up, fellas? And Heather.
Guys.
So he gets out of prison and he's like,
Yeah.
reassimilating himself into life. And there's a great scene in a like a suit shop where he's trying to get the fashion. He's like, I've been locked up so long, this stuff's not in style anymore. And it felt very Austin Powers, where he comes out and he's wearing the crushed velvet suit with the tassels on his wrist lace and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the tailor is basically trying to set him up with modern clothes and stuff. And and then he goes to pick up his Aston Martin DB4 from the garage he had it parked in for the last 8 years or whatever.
Fancy.
And there's this goofy ass scene where he tells the guy to run it and rev it up and stuff. And he goes, I think it needs a little bit more air on the fourth barrel of the carburetor. Like, shut the fuck up. You can't tell that. You can't tell that by listening to that.
The fuck up.
Yeah, you can't name the cylinder, that it needs, or the barrel of the carburetor. It needs more,
Sure about that?
air fuel mixture or whatever. Hey, we should probably report third barrel. Anyways. So, and then it just kind of goes into the planning of the heist and stuff, and I'm just losing steam on this, and I'm like, this movie's just not made for me. I didn't like it. So I fast forwarded to just before the heist starts.
Yeah.
And they're not in the remake. The Italian Job happens at the very beginning. You see the heist, and then they go, they get what's his name? Edward Norton's character double crosses him. He kills, what's his name? Donald Sutherland.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
I forgot he was in that one.
And then fast forward to America, and they're trying to basically find Edward Norton's character and get all the gold back.
Right.
They're trying to basically revenge him.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, very similar. Said many times.
I've said it many times.
It's a cliche for a reason at this point.
Yeah.
So, but in this one, all they're doing is it's all leading up to the heist. So in the remake, the Italian Job, you get a good heist at the beginning. It's really cool. And then you get and then you get a kind of a halfway heist in the middle, and then the nice heist at the end. You're like, very cool.
Yeah. But this one is just kind
one
of
heist.
Yeah.
And the driving was fantastic.
Really?
The driving scenes was fantastic. They worked with the Italian mob, and they were driving through parts of Italy, different cities in Italy. And the Italian mob basically shut down the streets without the permission of the government and let them shoot because they liked it. Fiat, that the company also donated like 500 Fiats to the production so that they would stack all the frames of the movie would have all these Fiats in it.
Oh, okay.
They wanted them to, instead of have 3 Mini Coopers, they wanted them to have Fiats, but the production said, this is a British movie, they have to be Mini Coopers. So Fiat said, that's okay, we'll still give you the 500 cars to fuck with. And they let them,
nice of the Italians.
And the Fiat let them drive on the roof of their Fiat production facility, because they have a racetrack that was built in like 1920s on top of the Fiat production facility.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah. And they jumped from rooftop to rooftop for real in the production.
Oh my God.
The factory workers of the Fiat factory left work because they thought someone was going to die when they made the jump, because they saw them lining it up and doing test runs and stuff, and they all left because they thought someone was going to die.
It's like,
yeah, they're like, I don't really want to see part of this. So the chase scene, phenomenal. Really, really, really worth it. 100%. The movie itself, not so much. And then it's got a really cheesy end. So, I mean, it's...
All right, that's the worst one.
I got to give it 3 stars just because there is some really phenomenal car work in it. And Michael Caine's fun and stuff, but there's like, I didn't really care too much about many of the characters. Even after I'm like 25 minutes in, I just didn't give 2 shits about the characters. And,
yeah.
And again, my opinion is skewed on this because I didn't watch the entire thing, but I just it was not landing on me.
I don't know. I don't think it's skewed. I think you're okay.
It is. I didn't watch the whole movie. So
whatever.
Italian Job 1969. That is streaming on. Let's see here.
Please tell me.
Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some of these I did have to rent though, and I really wanted to watch this. So
all right.
Then I watched the remake, The Italian Job from 2003. And
That's the second to worst one?
second to worst one, yeah. I've only watched 3 chase movies this week. But what I didn't know about this, because I've seen this movie a couple times already, was this is directed by F. Gary Gray, who did Friday. Same director that did Friday. Also, The Fate of the Furious and Straight Outta Compton, Men in Black International, Lift, Law Abiding Citizen, which I love, Law Abiding Citizen, and Be Cool, which I love too.
Yeah, I like Law Abiding Citizen. I didn't like the ending, but
Great movie. So The Italian Job is also not great, but it's more consistently, fun, and it's a 3-star banger because it's not a good movie. But if you know what you're getting yourself into and you want a cheesy sort of heist movie with Seth Green, Mos Def, early Jason Statham where he's still clinging on to the hair that he had, playing a guy named Handsome Rob, and Charlize Theron as Donald Sutherland's daughter.
Yeah, little babe.
White safecracker. So, I mean, this is a very, very fun movie. And the other thing I forgot about this movie is when I saw it as a kid, I thought, oh, they're pumping up these fucking Mini Coopers. You know? And I got the remake of The Italian Job mixed up with the Fast and Furious franchise. Because in the Fast and Furious franchise, they legitimately go into the shop and they get upgraded engine stuff, they get upgraded suspension and nitrous oxide and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And in this, he hires a guy named Wrench, lame nickname for a mechanic. Wrench. And he's like, we need to lose some body fat on this. He's like, leave it up to me. And then it cuts to them in the shop and
doesn't do anything.
He's like, I lost you about 60 pounds of weight on each one of these. They're ready to roll. And you're like, what?
Where did you lose 60 pounds?
And you see some parts like on a shelf somewhere, and he's like, these are unnecessary parts. That's how you got the weight off. And it's like, it's a strut. It's like a whole bunch of struts. You're like, you took the shocks off the damn thing? You put different, I mean, sure, you put different ones on, but they're probably heavier. High performance struts are usually generally heavier than, factory ones. So when I looked at it, I'm like, they didn't really do much to it, I don't think.
No.
They looked like standard, and as they're driving and stuff, I'm like, they don't look anything special.
No.
But the chase sequences are very fun. And there's a moment in a tunnel where there's a helicopter versus one of the Mini Coopers, and he attacks it with the tail propeller of the helicopter, attacks the car with it. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I think this is a movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's way cheesier than I remember. But you know what you're getting yourself into. Hopefully, so that's streaming also on Paramount Plus and Hoopla. Next best chase scene movie has a ton of chase scenes in it. This is Baby Driver from 2017. Edgar Wright. This is on heavy rotation in my house, so I had needed no excuse to watch it again. But this is like probably my 5th time watching this movie, and it's, in my opinion, damn near perfect. Even the least beloved Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I was going to say, like, what did Kevin Bacon do?
The least beloved Kevin Spacey is in this, and he unfortunately plays a great creep, and he's perfect in the role. So I hate the fact that I love him in this, but Ansel Elgort is fine. I don't know why everybody hates him. He's probably the worst part in it, but he's still fine. I love the female lead. I can never remember her name, but she's just so charismatic. Lily James is the name. John Hamm's great in this. Eliza Gonzalez is great in this. John Bernthal for a moment. Flea's in it for a moment. And then, of course, Jamie Foxx just crushing it as a villain named Bats. So very fun. Some of the best driving I've seen in a long time in Baby Driver, and it's really hard to top that. So, all right, those are chasing movies. Other movies I watched this week, there is a new one out that is it's called Drop from 2025. You do have to rent this one. We rented it because Brianna really, really wanted to watch it, and it's fine. Not worth a rental. Yeah. It's just like maybe 3 stars if you're lucky. A woman who may or may not have killed someone in the past, like her abusive ex-husband or something like that, goes on a date for the first time at some fancy restaurant on the top of a skyscraper.
Nice.
And somebody keeps airdropping her photos, memes. Oh. But they're like airdropping, like, you stop ignoring me, this and that, whatever. And, if you turn around again, I'm going to kill your son or something like that. And then sends her videos of the masked person at her house, outside the room of her son or whatever.
And she's just at this swank restaurant.
Yeah, she's at a really nice restaurant with a date on her first date with this guy, and she starts getting these, and
she doesn't excuse herself. Like, okay,
he says, if you leave the date, I'll kill your son. So you have to stay at the date. So there is some interesting intrigue there, and trying to figure out why this person is doing that, and it has to be somebody in the restaurant because it's like within airdrop distance.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some interesting stuff there, but man, it is a frustrating movie.
I'm sure that sounds frustrating.
The plot takes it exists within our time.
Correct.
It's not an
evergreen.
It relies on
he said
on modern technology. It's kind of which is interesting because it kind of for some reason it started reminding me of that movie Cellular with Chris.
Similar.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, similar.
And Kim Basinger. Right?
I don't know.
She gets kidnapped and she's wiring a phone and it just calls him and he becomes the guy who has to save her.
I don't know.
He's like, hey, a joke. It's a prank. You're pranking me.
Yeah, I'm joking. But the lead in it is the female lead is Megan Fahey. I don't know her name, but I recognize her. I couldn't tell you from where she's from though. And then the main actor is Brandon Sklenar. Brandon Sklenar. Sklenar. Sklenar.
Okay.
And he's like a dreamboat. He looks like somebody that I would imagine is going to be in a lot of stuff as like the romantic hot lead in the near future.
Right.
He's very charismatic. But they're no one would stay at this date. There's so much shit going on. She's constantly up and down, going to the bathroom, going do these things with her phone. She tied to her phone the whole time. He would have just left, But anyways,
this would never happen.
It would never happen.
No,
this is bullshit.
So don't rent that one. Wait for it to come for free. But it's like a Wednesday night stream.
Oh, okay.
Next one is another one. Unfortunately, you have to rent. Brianna also really wanted to watch this. This is a shark movie. She loves shark movies.
Seeing a trend here.
It's called Fear Below. From 2025.
Fear Below.
Yeah, okay. This is a Australian period piece from around the 1920s, something like that.
Okay.
And mobster style like gangster.
See?
Yeah.
There's a shark in the water.
He's got a Tommy gun.
A mobster shark?
No, and
the shark's got a fedora.
They have a bunch of crates full of gold bullion in the back of their old timey truck, and it crashes into this river, sinks to the bottom of the river, and they hire some diving people to go under and get it. And it's old school. It's like the 20s, so it's got the brass diving bell,
just
and
walking down there,
air hose, they go down there,
air hose,
and they go down there to retrieve it, and there's a shark in there, and it's a bull shark because they're freshwater and it's saltwater. They can they swim upriver, and that's where they
go both ways.
Biologically correct in this movie.
They were. Yeah. Brianna's like, well, if it's a river, it's probably gonna be a bull shark. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. And then the next scene they go, oh, it's a shark. Oh, she got bit. Oh, it's probably a bull shark. Oh yeah, bull sharks are known to be in these areas. And if they're this far up, that means that they're laying their eggs or whatever, giving birth. I mean, she's gonna be extra aggressive.
Scientific explanation.
Yeah, for real.
It's a bull shark. They are both salt and freshwater.
Yeah, they do.
And it's pregnant.
And it's like this is
angry.
Clearly a really low budget shark movie, but it's probably 5 to 10 times better than most shitty low budget shark movies. It's actually pretty good.
Name a shark movie without below in the title.
Swim.
Difficulty impossible.
Black Demon. The Reef Stalked.
Deep Blue Sea.
So anyways, the characters in this are actually likable. You like the people. There's an Aborigine native that is working with the diving crew named Jimmy.
Is this in Australia?
Yeah, it's Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he is so likable and charismatic. You love him. Mm-hmm. And so extra half star for Jimmy. It's like a 3.5 star movie.
All right.
But it would be like a 3-star banger if it wasn't for Jimmy. So that one's
if it wasn't for Jimmy.
It's like a $6 rental, $7 rental. So if that sounds like your jam, great. But it'll probably hit Shudder or something within the next 6 months. Mm-hmm. Next one I watched as a recommendation from Uncle Trip. When he donated $20 last week, he said, he said, watch Nandor Fodor and the Talking Mongoose. Mm. Streaming on Prime, Roku, Plex, and Fandango at home. This is starring Simon Pegg as Dr. Nandor Fodor, and he's a supernatural investigator. He's
a Ghostbuster.
but he's more of a skeptic. He exists, and this is a real person that exists. Is based off a true story.
Oh,
and he essentially goes to this the Isle of Man somewhere in the UK.
Okay.
And visits there, and he's like a Hungarian immigrant to England, so he's got an interesting accent. Sounds almost like
Tell me what's up.
Hans Landa
Oh.
from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, okay.
He's got that sort of cadence when he speaks English. And he gets this letter written to him that he says this on this farmhouse, this family can attest that they have a talking mongoose there who speaks English. But yeah. and he for whatever reason he feels like this is interesting. I'm actually going to investigate this one. I don't know why he chose that one versus all the other letters he got. But his whole thing, he's like James Randi, the honest liar, James Randi, who he wants to disprove these supposed extraterrestrial or supernatural events.
Right.
Ghosts aren't real. You're saying that they are. I'm going to go disprove this. I'm going to treat, you say you're a psychic. I'm going to disprove you in public, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So he goes to this farmhouse, and their whole family's like, oh, yeah. His name, the mongoose's name is Jeff. And they're like, oh yeah, Jeff must be out in the cave. Let's go out to the cave. Jeff, are you in there? Are you in the cave, Jeff? Oh, he must not be there. He must be shy today. And he's just like, what the fuck is going on here? But then you see little glimpses of Jeff, behind a wall, looking through a wall or whatever. And then you hear his voice, and you hear stories of all the townspeople who've had their own encounters with Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
And it's pretty interesting. So this is kind of like a cross between a Lemony Snicket movie, which I called last week. I said it sounds like a Lemony Snicket title.
Yeah.
But mixed with some Wes Anderson. Because there's these little vignettes where the stories are happening that kind of flashes to whatever. It's really deliberate, like framing of a lot of scenes. Not too pretentious or too over the top. Not too much rip off of a Wes Anderson. But I thought it was a pretty interesting movie. And it's definitely not what I was expecting. And it was funny. Minnie Driver is also in this. She's his female assistant who like helped.
She should have been an Italian job. She should have.
Minnie Driver.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well,
very
that's
good.
enough for me.
Okay, yeah, please.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. You're gonna pull Costanza. Joseph hit. Yep, he's leaving the building.
He's walking out the door.
Very good. Congratulations. Go out on top. You'll never beat Minnie Driver. So anyway, that's streaming on Amazon Prime. Absolutely worth a watch. Nandor, Four Door, and the Talking Mongoose.
Right on.
Next up, Hard Eyes.
Wait, there's more?
Yes, I know. I had a lot of this.
Hard Eyes.
Heart Eyes on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's that horror movie.
Yeah, it's a horror slasher rom-com. It came out around Valentine's Day, and it's about a killer that kills couples on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
It's got Devon Sawa in it. It's got Jordana Brewster
Very
in
original.
it. What?
Killing couples in a horror movie. Original.
On Valentine's Day with a mask that has heart eyes.
Yeah.
It's a fun slasher. What are you complaining about? You haven't seen the fucking movie.
No, I have not.
Why are you so angry about it?
I don't know.
I don't like anything.
Please continue.
Olivia Holt is the main actress, and then Mason Gooding, which is Cuba's son, Cuba Gooding.
I was going to say Cuba Gooding Jr.
You're getting a Cuba Gooding the second or the third?
Nah, he named him Mason. And he's the main lead, who's also in the newer Scream movies. He plays one of the twins. Also, a couple other people you might recognize: Michaela Watkins, Devon Sawa, Jordana Brewster, and Jordana Brewster, surprisingly, very good in this.
Okay.
Like, I know she's kind of a wet blanket in the Fast and Furious series. She's not really given a whole lot to do in that series, but she's pretty funny in this. She plays a detective who's investigating the Hard Eyes killer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And she's hella thirsty. Like, she's always talking about some date she's going to be on Tinder, or, when she's interrogating one of the witnesses, she's like, so are you single or whatever?
Let's talk more fucky.
Yeah. She's great. I like Devon Sawa, and he's her partner in this, and he has a very small part. Like, I was kind of wishing there was a little bit more of him. But this is done by Josh Rubin, the director who did Werewolves Within, which I liked quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And this is a funny slasher, which is way more gory than I would expect.
Okay.
But it's almost a meta. Like, it feels like it's trying to be a sort of a Scream sort of thing, mixed with Happy Death Day, mixed with My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, I mean, based off of your description, and kind of, I was getting that vibe off of it.
Yeah, and it's. I think it's fun. And I think the script has some problems with it, kind of in general, just the overall structure, but not. It didn't really deter me. This is like a good popcorn movie with friends or with a couple.
Okay.
And then lastly, I won't say much about this because it's just a great adult thriller, Black Bag. Black Bag, yeah. And this is streaming on Peacock right now for free. This is starring Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett.
Oh.
Also Tom Burke, who plays the guy in Furiosa and Mad Max Saga with the scar in his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Kind of supposed to be like Max Rakatansky. He's in this, and he's really good. Naomi Harris is in this. Pierce Brosnan is in this. Regé John Page, who's the great guy from the Paladin from Dungeons and Dragons, is in this. Mm-hmm. And it's basically Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender are both spies, and they are kind of suspecting that the other one's a double agent, kind of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
And there's a bag of some kind.
Well,
it's a
black bag is the code name when they're like, "Where were you?" And he's like, "Black Bag." They're on a mission.
Oh, so that's cool.
So he's kind of like watching his wife, and she, what were you doing this weekend? Black Bag. And he's like, is she cheating on me, or is she on a mission?
Yeah, because now it can be used as...
Yeah. So that's kind of the thought process behind it, but it's a very understated. It's not super actiony. It's more like calculated and cool. And this is directed by Steven Soderbergh.
Oh.
Yeah. So he did Aaron Brockovich, all the Oceans movies, Contagion, Logan Lucky, Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
So there's definitely more of like
presence. It's a really well shot movie.
Yeah.
So so that's again streaming on Peacock, and it's a adult thriller. So understated, similar to Ronin, except for without all the action. I want to say there might only be 5 or 6 gunshots shot the entire movie.
Wow.
So it's like you're not going into missions and things aren't really. It's more about the behind the scenes of the missions.
Oh, all right.
And the relationship between the two spies. So sorry that was long winded, but I had a lot of interesting.
No, I mean those sound like very. I mean, except for the worst one that you mentioned, the Italian Job, the original.
I still think it's worth watching.
You do?
Yeah, that chase scene is phenomenal.
Okay.
He also said his opinion is skewed.
Yes, because I didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, I don't think I don't agree with that characterization, but yeah, cool, great. Those are some very interesting movies. Well, yeah. Thank you, Joseph. So piggybacking on the car chase month.
Car Chase May.
I watched 2019 Stuber.
Stuber?
Yes, starring Dave Bautista, and I almost don't want to pronounce the other main character's name, but for comedic effect, I will attempt
because it's gonna be funny.
Kumail Nanjiani. Kumail Nanjiani.
Just say you only know white actors and just clear it up for everybody.
I really only... You're not wrong. But yeah, this was directed by Michael Dowse, written by Tripper Clancy, who is
Tripper?
We all know.
Tripper Clancy.
Yeah, Tom Clancy's son.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Tripper.
So this movie is really funny and fun. It's about a detective, Dave Bautista, who he gets laser eye surgery, and he's trying to bust a drug lord, like, sort of operation, and he doesn't know how to use Uber, and his daughter teaches him how to use Uber, like the app.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he needs to get to this place where his partner is at, because his partner was undercover, and so he hires an Uber, and
Kumail's driver.
Kumail is the driver, and Kumail is basically his like pseudo partner throughout the whole like movie.
So it's like Deadpool when he gets the taxi and the Indian guy's the taxi driver.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's what there is multiple car chase scenes, but I would think that the most memorable one is at the climax of the movie where he's getting chased by the drug pin lord or drug king
Kingpin.
drug kingpin.
Okay, yeah.
Lord. I don't know. But
Kingpin boss.
But what's funny is he's in a Nissan Leaf.
Okay.
And he's getting chased by a Cadillac Escalade.
All right.
And it's just it's hilarious because the chase scene is very entertaining.
Come on, what?
Like, come on, like that Escalade would have ran that car off the road like in seconds.
Probably. Yeah.
And but it was fun.
It's on Hulu, right?
Yes, it's on Hulu. Dave Bautista. What this movie really did for me is that it made me realize that Dave Bautista, he's not a one character actor. He really
range.
He has range.
He's got it.
And I know people are gonna say, "Well, I watched this movie and he kind of seems like he's playing the same character." Yeah, he's leaning onto the character that people think that he should be. Like it's a bit satirical in a sense.
He's trying to.
I get it.
He's subverting.
Why don't you get it?
He's subverting your expectations by playing the exact same character again.
In this movie.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more like ironic. It's supposed to be like ironic humor. Like it's supposed to be a very ironic sort of action movie.
Okay.
But the humor is very well written. Story simple. I had a really great time, and plus I love Kumail. I think he's really, really funny. Like anything I've seen him in, I've always laughed. He just has this certain comedic effect that he puts on whatever he's in.
He's great. He's super funny.
It's just really funny. So that's streaming on Hulu. Stuber.
How'd you find this movie?
Well, I almost don't even want to say it.
Just say it. Just be honest.
I saw a clip of it on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And then I decided to put it on.
What's your rating for Stuber?
I would grade this B+. Very funny. Very funny. And I would revisit it again.
Almost as good as The Pianist.
That's so funny to say that.
Okay.
Stuber. If you like The Pianist, check out Stuber. And then I revisited a very old movie that I had not watched in, I think, a decade and a half, maybe even more. 2003's Old School, starring
I used to watch the shit out of this movie.
Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, Vince Vaughn. My God, this movie is freaking hilarious. What I really appreciated about this movie was that it doesn't overstay its welcome. Like it really moves along quickly. Like, and not to say like the movie is like rushing you to the end, but it's not overstaying like the comedic bits. I remember being worried that because Will Ferrell's a bombastic sort of comedic character, and sometimes he could be in a scene a little bit longer than needs to be. And so, but with this movie though, they did not lean on Will Ferrell's character, and they more so like had a much equal relationship.
Yeah, he wasn't the star of the show.
Right.
It was like he's got funny parts. Vince Vaughn's got funny parts. Luke Wilson's got funny parts.
Yes. I thought Vince Vaughn was hilarious in this movie.
Luke Wilson has sex with a 17-year-old in this too.
That was a little surprising.
The character was 17?
I've had
his boss's daughter.
Yeah, his boss's daughter. I completely forgot about that.
Played by Alicia Cuthbert.
I don't know who that is.
It's the actress that played that character.
Okay.
I guess I'll believe you.
So what I really like about this movie too is what I like about Luke Wilson, like in all of the movies that he's in, is that he plays the regular guy, but it's not just a regular guy. It's like a actual person who like has the understanding of the absurdity of like our reality of being a conscious human being, and he emotes that so well. And in this
what
movie,
he's doing is actually brilliant. He's operating on another level.
You think he's just playing not sure, but he's actually playing some guy.
I don't know if you're making fun of me or not, and I'm just gonna ignore it. But like, I could like he play like I always relate to Luke Wilson in every movie, and so shut the fuck up.
I love it.
And
I can't enjoy your review.
no,
I can't even laugh at it. You're bringing me joy, don't you see?
I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm joking. But with this, but what old school, like I know old school is characterized as like a bro movie. Like a lot of bros will be like, oh yeah, I like old school, and they'll like do like the same old famous quotes like "You're my boy Blue" and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you know, yeah, that was funny in the movie, but what I like about the movie is the pacing and the writing and the delivery of specifically Vince Vaughn's character. I think it just was. It came out at the right time, and it just was just an overall great movie. And it plays one of my favorite songs right off the bat in the beginning, so it's like I was already down for it.
Which one is that?
It was what the fuck?
Here I go again on my own.
I can't remember the song name for the life of me.
It's a yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. No, it's a oh, Too Young to Be Sad.
Too Young to Be Sad?
Yeah, by Ryan Adams. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Young boy, done me bad, when did you wrong? Ding, ding, ding.
It kind of sounds like this song.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I might have to.
Ellen Pompeo is also a fox in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Love her. I've always loved her.
But I think, like, I mean, it just.
I'll always love her.
I always will,
I
always
will,
have.
Yeah, always will, always have. Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy is like basically softcore porn to me. Oh my god! What?
I gotta say, I agree with you on that. Many times.
Where's it streaming?
This is streaming on Amazon Prime. Oh no, Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Just a really, really fun movie, easy watch, and I think
Jeremy Piven's great in this too. Cheese.
Yeah, just a very fun movie.
Is David Dastmalchian his assistant in this? I'm like trying to recall Cheese's assistant.
I don't even remember a lot of this movie.
Cheese is not the assistant; he's the dean.
I know, but Cheese's assistant.
Oh, God. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Sean William Scott. I forgot. He's the donkey wrangler.
Oh yeah.
You got a fucking dart in your neck.
You got a dart. You took a dart in the jugular. That was a funny sequence too, and like I said, and like the whole movie, like when they do like those like outrageous like comedic bits, like it's not too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Will Ferrell gets the dart in his neck, like it plays out like in the perfect amount of time. Like he like says like his funny lines, and
cool
then
with the legs. You're in a shame spiral.
And he says the funny lines, falls over. That's it. Then it moves on.
Almost dies in the pool, and then makes out with Sean William Scott when he's being resuscitated.
Yeah, all the bits just play out in the perfect amount of time, which makes Old School a damn near perfect comedy.
A timeless classic.
Yeah,
I love it.
I would say so. Yeah. I feel like I watched another movie, but I can't remember.
It's okay.
We're
already almost at 2 hours, so.
Oh, we
not a big
are.
deal.
Oh, okay. Well, I started watching Anger Management. And that's a funny movie in its own right. That's all I have for this week.
Patrick Fischler, not David Desmalchian.
Patrick,
so stupid.
You're so stupid.
Fischler. It was Fischler the whole time.
Fischler.
In my head, I was imagining Fischler too.
No, that's David Desmalchian.
He's the guy that gets scared by the bum in Mulholland Drive.
That guy. Oh, yeah. I do kind of have
they're similar.
a resemblance.
Also, at the beginning of Idiocracy, starring Luke Wilson. He's the guy that doesn't want to have kids because they're not ready for it.
Yeah.
While Cletus is having a million kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe
Our world is so small.
Yeah, maybe one day. But anyways, that's it. I don't think we have anything more to say.
Joseph,
this was
do you
a
have
great
anything to say?
episode. No, he does
I
not.
have nothing.
Charlie, give this episode a grade.
Episode grade?
Give this episode a grade, yeah.
Oh my God, A+ all the way. Big fan.
Maybe a B minus. What do you think?
Oh, stop it.
I don't know.
Great. Because I hosted the episode, it's a B.
No, it
Minus.
doesn't have to be about you.
Minus.
It might be about you. I actually,
Somehow
I think
this gets a B.
Yeah, I think actually, this has got to be an A because of the mini driver joke.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Somehow.
So, anyways, anything else?
Me? No.
No.
Okay, thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. And if you want to support us as well, you can go on the Patreon, patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or you can just watch on the live stream, watch when we release the episodes later in the week on YouTube. That is another way to support without having to spend a dime. We'll make Daddy Bezos or whoever owns YouTube pay up.
Mm-hmm. We're almost at $100.
We're almost on the edge of being able to get our first money from YouTube.
I don't understand how we aren't. We've been getting tipped by Trip.
Uncle Trip, yeah. We have to get $100
Tip from Trip.
Trip. The old trip tip. But you have to get $100.
If only he was in the chat.
There we go. Once you hit 100, then you can deposit.
All right.
And it's going right to the food drive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, what?
But anyways, so until next time, where's my drop here? There we go. Thank you for joining us as we long-winded gab and chatter. We play some games, we talk about movies, and we talk about some car chase scenes. Follow us later on today if you're on the live stream, later on in the week if you're on the podcast, as we review The French Connection, starring most beloved, what's his name again?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, that's it. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
And on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class, and on Twitter at Podcast MCFC.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. See ya.
See you next time.
See ya.
Oh my God! What?
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call.
Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, 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 classmates. Welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class Movie Review Edition. I'm your host for today, Tyler.
I'm Joseph.
And I'm Peter.
And today we are reviewing my car chase movie for Car Chase May, The French Connection.
All right, Popeye's here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall. What's my name?
Popeye boy.
I love that scene.
He'll take you apart, and it's all perfectly legal.
Take you apart.
Fight's dirty.
You want to take a ride there,
Yeah,
fat man?
fight's dirty.
Plays
Turn
rough.
the volume up a little bit.
Anybody want a milkshake?
Doyle is bad news, but he's a good cop.
We're going now. Bye.
Not really.
The French Connection.
He's an okay
A
cop.
millionaire exporter with a record too clean to be true. And Doyle knows it.
Joking.
But he's been known to make mistakes.
Your hunches are backfired before, Doyle.
He's a good cop, but he's been known to make mistakes.
This time, he can't afford to be wrong.
He's a good cop. He's not played here though.
He's a good cop, but he sucks at his job.
Trailer's really dark.
Hasn't gone down. I know it hasn't. I can feel it. I'm dead certain.
Last time you're dead certain, we went for dead cop.
Well, now he really doesn't sound like a good cop.
All right, nobody move. Put your hands in the air.
The stakeout.
Popeye, it's me. It's me.
The payoff. The chase.
Don't stop.
Chase.
Hey, Coach, you all right?
fuck?
Education connection. Get connected for free.
Not sure what that.
I thought someone outside got connected for free.
I don't know what that was about, but the French Connection that came out in 1970 Dickety-1, starring the late great Gene Hackman, a pair of NYPD detectives in the narcotics bureau stumble on bureau. Thank you, Pete. Narcotics Bureau stumble onto a heroin smuggling ring based in Marseilles. But stopping them and capturing their leaders proves an elusive goal. So this has definitely a very... I don't want to say... You know, it's hard to... I was thinking about this today after watching the film that technically it is a car chase scene, but it's not chasing another car.
It's chasing a train.
It's chasing a train. So, like, is that, like, would that be categorized as a...
There's a car involved.
I mean, there is a car involved.
And it is chasing something.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so I was just thinking, I was like, well, I mean, like, it is a it's a great chase scene. Is it a car chase scene?
I'll talk about that when it gets
It's
to
not a car...
my
it's not car chase car May. It's car chase May.
Car chase car May.
Well, you got me there.
Like I said, I'm not like I don't want to be a dictator in the nomenclature of the car chase.
If it was a train chasing a car,
then
that's a car.
That's a train car.
Train
chase May.
Train chase May.
Train chase May. Yeah.
But the car's being chased in that situation.
Yeah.
If it was a train chasing a jet ski, would be logistically strange.
Now you're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I stream picked this movie as soon as the late great Gene Hackman.
You're like, thank God Gene Hackman died, so I can watch this movie.
Yeah,
Same thing with the Pope and the Conclave. Couldn't watch it before.
Yeah,
only after.
But I really enjoyed this movie, very, very much. I enjoyed this movie, and so now we're here to talk about it. So
yeah, that's right.
Let's get into some initial thoughts. Joseph, what did you think of The French Connection?
Well, this is my second time watching it. I watched it. I don't know if I talked about it.
I don't think so.
Because
I was surprised when you said last week that you already seen it.
Last
year or something.
I watched it. What I thought was within the last like 6 months. It felt like I had just watched it. But I went in on my Letterboxd and I logged it over a year ago in March of 2024.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I feel like I literally just watched this movie because like it felt like I hadn't gone through summer and fall and like it
I do that sometimes.
It felt like way more recent than that.
Brianna was giving me shit because I asked if we could watch My Cousin Vinny the other day. She's like, we just watched that. I'm like, I think it was a lot longer than that. And I looked it up and it was like a year and a half ago. She's like, I thought it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
It's that familiar.
I mean, yeah, it could be like you've thought about it frequently.
I also had a stroke between now and then, so I lost all my memory.
Oh, Jesus. You did?
So yeah, so it was like, it was fresher in my brain than I thought it I thought it was, I guess. And I remember watching it, and I also really enjoyed it. I've also seen part of it as a kid because I have a distinct memory of the sniper scene.
Oh, okay.
In the park.
Yeah.
Like my dad watching it.
Yeah.
And like me, like not knowing what the movie is. I just remembered that specific scene, and for a while I got it confused with the conversation.
It makes sense. I watched it on Prime, and then immediately it went on to the conversation.
Because I've seen that movie as well, but during college, and I haven't seen it since. But French Connection, I thought was very good, and it felt like we were just watching two fucking guys who are cops,
two bumbling fucks,
figure out a case, and being like, being cops, being assholes,
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel like embellished at all. It didn't feel like overly dramatic or anything. the most like intense part of it, if you want to call it, I don't know if intense is the right word, but is when Hackman or Doyle,
Popeye Doyle,
is tailing the guy on the train and, you know, acting like I'm not following you. And then the guy,
the bearded guy, Frog One.
Yeah, and the guy just like, obviously he knows that he's being followed and just like toying with him, going in and out of the train.
One grape drink, please.
Yeah. One grape drink. And the ending, I when I first watched it, or like in the last year, and how it ends was very like abrupt and sort of mysterious. It has a sort of dramatic element to it because it's based on a real case, and they never caught the guy, so the ending would be anticlimactic, and having it being a mystery makes it a little bit more Hollywood in that instance. And a very pretty unconventional ending.
Really.
But especially by today's standards, I don't know about 70s standards, but I thought it was really interesting, and I was interested.
Nice.
Oh shit!
That was close.
Yeah,
it's close.
Pete, what is your initial thoughts on the French Connection?
Okay, so I have to break my thoughts up into two components: the movie as a whole, and then the car chase.
Okay.
So,
the car chase. I forgot about the car chase.
You want to talk about your car chase? What you thought?
No, I mean, we're just going to talk about it later. So.
Okay. So, I really enjoyed watching it. I'm probably 20, 30 minutes into the movie, really enjoying it. I got the same sort of vibe from Doyle, Popeye, as I did with Nick Nolte's character in 48 Hours. Like, I don't like him. You know, he's a cop. He's racist. He roughs people up for no reason. He really, honestly, could be a much better person. And he's an alcoholic, and he's not particularly likable. He's got a track record of fucking up, and he's our hero. I'm like, why am I following this guy? So that part of it was a little bit hard to get over from the get-go. But Hackman is very likable. And none of it felt like it was a movie. It felt like I was watching like man on the street footage almost of these guys, you know. And I read through the trivia, and Friedkin did that on purpose. There's a couple of movies that inspired him to make sort of almost a documentary look to the movie.
Yeah, I did feel that.
And on top of it, I found out again through the trivia that the budget was only $2 million. So they weren't like, we're going to set this up. We got blocking, we got storyboarding, we got all this stuff. They would just show up on scene to whatever area they were going to shoot, and they figured it out right then. So it was kind of like a ramshackle sort of run and gun production. And it feels like it through a lot of it. Some of it's to the benefit of the movie, and some of it's not to the benefit of the movie. Roy Scheider, always loved Roy Scheider. He's great in everything. He's great in Jaws, great in Blue Thunder, a weird helicopter movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
I just like him a lot. He's got a really relatable face, and he feels like somebody who exists in the real life, but is clearly a character.
Much like Luke Wilson.
Yeah, I guess. Your words, not mine.
You got the same nose.
And of course, Gene Hackman's just doing the most. He's great. Love him. But overall, when I got done with the movie, I thought this is a pretty well-made movie for the budget. And Hackman was not like an A-lister at the time. They wanted who was it? They wanted a bigger named actor to play Popeye Doyle, and they said, "Oh, he's way out of our budget. We'll get Hackman instead." Think about saying that nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, now they resurrect him from the dead, but
let's get Hackman. Well, he's dead.
10 years ago, you know, they're like, let's get Hackman to play this Royal Tenenbaum.
Yeah.
This seems like punching way out of the league, you know, for just about any movie. He's the dude. He's a fucking master. But back then he wasn't. So this was one of the things that gave him credence, and he got the Best Actor award for it, Academy Award for it.
Yeah.
And when it was all said and done, and I watched the movie, I enjoyed myself. I liked it. But I thought two things. I thought, this won Best Picture? And I could agree with Friedkin winning Best Director. I didn't feel like this didn't feel anything like a Best Picture to me. There's not enough. There's not enough. I feel like there's not enough pathos there. There's not enough like weight to the story. They're trying to catch these drug bust or whatever, and then they don't. I mean, they kind of throw it off, and they find the drugs, and maybe they stop the actual drugs from coming in, but they don't really bust the guys. Half the people get off on technicalities, as they say in the final credits. Yep. So it didn't seem like a Best Picture winner.
You have Last Picture Show, French Connection, Clockwork Orange, Sunday, Bloody Sunday, Fiddler on the Roof, Clute, The Hospital, and Nicholas and Alexander.
Wow, Fiddler on the Roof.
Last Picture Show or Fiddler on the Roof should have won.
Yeah, I agree
easy.
with that.
Hindsight 2020, and I haven't seen all the other ones. I've heard Clute's pretty good, but anyways, I digress. So I thought that, and when I was all finished with it, and then I also thought I watched the chase scene with the elevated train and him driving that Ford Country Squire 4-door, and I was thinking, okay, there's got to be more. And then they kind of corner all the bad guys, and they have the cop cars come in when they're doing the bust out in like the muddy sort of outskirts or whatever. And I thought, okay, now here's where the chase scene comes in. And then the movie's over. And I'm like, that was the chase scene. The one on the elevated train, that's the one that everybody's been talking about for fucking generations. Yeah. That's the game-changing chase scene. I didn't buy it. I didn't find it to be particularly compelling or particularly skillfully made or anything like that. So now I'm compelled, like, I feel like I'm missing something, because if everybody says that this is the great chase scene and I watch it and I'm like, man, it was cool. There's some cool stuff. They really crashed the car, and half of those scenes were just done with no permits and actual people, pedestrians on the streets and shit, like actual people maybe dying. So sort of like the actual physical fear of maybe a person being hurt badly or dying in the movie, in the filming of the movie, short of that. And the really cool low camera angle where they attach the camera to the front bumper of the car. Yeah. Short of those things, it didn't really move the needle for me. I had watched the original Italian Job, and they were doing so many fun things with those Mini Coopers. Okay. It was admittedly not a well choreographed chase scene in the Italian Job. It went on maybe a little bit too long, but they were doing really cool things with the cars, and I liked that. And then we watched... what did we watch last week? Ronin.
Yeah, Ronin.
Granted, 20 years later, whatever.
Yeah.
So is it 27 years later? 27, 28 years later. Something like that. So I know technology's advanced a lot. And if French Connection is what started all of that, then wonderful. It's the birthplace. It's like the Model T. I made that comparison in the past. The Model T was a great car back then. I don't want to drive one now. So maybe there's something to be said. Maybe I need to go back and watch the chase scenes before it. But I have seen Bullet. And Bullet came before French Connection. And Bullet has a fucking great chase scene through San Francisco. And it is skillfully driven. It has emotional impact. And this chase scene, the best thing that it has going for it is the interesting camera angles and the emotional weight of it. Because you really do feel Popeye Doyle like freaking out as he's letting this guy get away. Yeah. I like that. But it's basically just driving in a straight line. He's driving he's chasing a train. Yeah. The train has nowhere to go but the direction the train goes. It's not like, oh, we need to take a side street, and he cut over here, we lost him. We could come out on the front of him and pin him in or whatever. None of that stuff. It's like the train's going from here to there. You know where it's going to go, and I just need to get there in a straight line. I don't know. I was thinking that can't be it. It can't be the chase scene. There's got to be another chase scene here, and it wasn't.
There wasn't.
So when it was all that said and done, I was very
let down.
I was morose.
I had my dick in my hand.
I know, and it never got hard. I was morose.
Being like edged the whole time.
Exactly, Tyler. Edged, and I never came. So that's how I feel about this movie.
All right. Well, so this is my second viewing of the movie, and I think what I like about this movie is that it's pretty hollow when it comes to the ending. I think a lot of people will argue that they don't like the ending because nothing is resolved, essentially. But what I like about it, and that's an interesting fact that you pointed out, Pete, that it was filmed like a documentary style, because I did feel that on second viewing, I did feel that. And I I think I enjoyed the French Connection more upon a second viewing. Yes, the main character is very unlikable, and Gene Hackman's performance definitely makes it to where you do not like him. And I don't know. I think there's like a certain grittiness and rawness to the way that this movie is filmed, and
I like that part.
It's not dramatic. There's no, and again, I'll just reiterate, like, it's a hollow ending because all of the bad guys get away, and then some get off on a technicality, or
the middle guy does like 4 years and that's it.
Yeah, just 4 years
for $13 million worth of heroin.
Yeah. And I think what this movie is, what's successful about the French Connection is that it really, for myself, it doesn't matter about the case that they're working. It's just really about character work. And so as far as the quote unquote car chase scene, which isn't really a car chase scene, it's just a car driving,
It's
like
a car chase. He's chasing something.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. I thought that was that put me on the edge of my seat because I feel like the way they filmed it really made you feel the intensity of catching up with the train. Yeah, he wasn't going through corners, or there was no really expert driving implicated or implemented into that whole chase scene. But for the movement of the plot, it really felt necessary to have him.
It was an emotional chase scene, that's for sure.
I mean, because essentially his job was on the line, because his reputation was being questioned, and I mean, in the end, he loses. Like, everyone loses in this movie. So I really like I really like that hollowness of, like, just unsuccessful solving of the situation in the movie. And I think it was a lot more impactful than it was upon first viewing. And I think Gene Hackman's acting chops was just really high caliber. So yeah, definitely first, well, I guess first initial thoughts.
Second thoughts.
It was just a great film. And
can I ask you a question? Are you done with your initial thoughts?
Yes.
Why this movie? Because it's a car chase. Want to highlight the greatest of all the car chases.
Yeah. So
what implored you? What made you feel like this chase scene was deserved of?
Well,
this whole episode.
When I thought about the idea of a car chase movie, I'm not gonna jive you. I was really trying to find a movie in my head of a memorable car chase.
There's lists online for that sort of thing. And you could pick one.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that's a bad thing to review. I'm just curious what. Like, I'm trying to see from your guys' perspective, if you loved the chase scene and you thought, wow, this really stuck with me.
Yeah, and that's...
What was it that stuck with you to make you want to
I guess it was the
episode?
emotional impact on the plot of the movie, of the car chase scene, because you feel the desperation of Popeye Doyle when he's chasing that train, because not only is he trying to get his guy, he's also trying to save his career. And I think the way it was filmed and the way that he emotes while he's in pursuit, while he's in, while he like just honking, just beep 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 beep, like just like the.
We've all been there.
Yes, so we have.
Did you like Nike how he slams his hand on the steering wheel and it beeps?
I've done that before.
I've noticed that in a lot of movies they'll do that where they like hit the steering wheel and it beeps, but that's not where the horn is. On those old cars, it was
Oh,
either
yeah,
a
it's
button
like a
on the
button.
side or it was a ring.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's a
He's doing
different
both.
model.
Boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop. Boop, boop, boop.
It was the first of its kind.
First of its kind.
But I mean, the reason why I chose this for Car Chase May was that that's the out of all the car chase scenes I've seen in movies, that one really sticks out to me.
Really?
Yeah. Just because. Well, I mean, I'm not.
I'm not like. I don't want to diminish your feelings about that. I'm trying to see where you're coming from because I just can't see that.
I think it's just the rawness of it all. Like it's the rawness of
Joseph. What about you? Did you particularly love that car chase scene?
I have not thought about it until we
even like when we were watching the movie, it didn't even like land at all.
I mean,
I was not to say that. No,
Okay.
I'm just saying that the first time I watched it, I wasn't
back then.
I wasn't like, oh, this is a crazy car chase. But I'm not as into car chase scenes.
Yeah, that's not something you look for in a movie.
No, that's something I take away from movies, unless it's like I don't know, batshit crazy. I don't know what it would have to be though.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Unless like the nature of the movie, like a movie like Fury Road or Baby Driver, but that's like
it's all it's
essential to the
about.
storyline, I guess.
Yeah, it did feel like just another scene in a movie.
Yeah.
In the movie that it didn't stand out to me as, wow, this is a game changer. So, and I'm faulting myself for that. You know, I'm going to say that I'm the problem with that.
You were spoiled.
Yeah, that I've been spoiled rotten on these chase scenes because I watch Baby Driver and I'm like, fuck, that's good driving. That is great driving. There's so many cool things in there, and it's like a dance with the cars.
Yeah.
And it's very modern style, Jim Cotta style driving in Baby Driver. And it's like a drunken madman just driving through a mall. Get out of the way!
Like
Beep,
blue.
beep, beep, beep. Get out of the way!
That was a missed opportunity. I should have done the Blues Brothers.
Well, it's got a few votes in our Patreon for one.
Is that right?
Yeah, Blues Brothers does.
I mean, I personally, my favorite car chase scene is in Drive, with the
opening one, or
no, well, that one too,
or the one after the heist.
The one after the
shop.
heist. Yeah, after the
Chrysler
pawn shop
300
with the
and
Chrysler and the Mustang, which the Chrysler 300 would smoke that Mustang, but
no, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
No,
the Chrysler 300 is a lot more powerful than a Mustang.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong. It wasn't even a 5.0 Mustang. It was just a regular standard Mustang that I drive today.
You drive your mom's car.
Why do you have to put that on?
You're the one that brought it up.
Anyways.
Where's your bandana, huh?
It's at home.
Okay.
I almost wore it.
It's
today.
hanging out the back of his pants.
I
show people what crippy reps.
You see, I don't remember most of the chase scene from Drive.
What?
Like I remember there's like a slow motion sequence when like the girl's in the back seat, she's like that, and then the opening sequence.
Opening sequence I've seen in probably 20 times. I'll put it on sometimes, just watch that, and then turn the movie off.
Nice. I go on YouTube and watch movie clips all the time.
For a movie that is called Drive and has a character who's just the driver, there's not that many chase scenes in it.
No.
No.
For a movie called French Connection, there's not nearly enough.
There's only one French Connection.
There's only one French. Yeah. There's only one French Connection.
Connected for free.
Now, what I will say about the chase scene, which I did take away from, was the very beginning of it. When he gets in the car, he steals that poor person's car.
Yeah. How am I going to get my car back?
And then, is it
immediately crashes it?
Is it Gene Hackman who's fucking peeling out, going around the pillar?
Yeah.
Like that was impressive.
Yeah.
I like that. And then the camera, being on the front of the car where it looks like they T-boned a car. Like but they cut right before it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also a woman crossing the street.
Yeah.
So there was moments of it that like stick out to me. Like they totally wrecked one of these vehicles, if not
For sure.
more than 5 of them.
The car that he ends up hitting him as he's going through the intersection, that wasn't supposed to happen. The timing was off with the stunt driver, and he clipped the back of the Ford Squire, and so it wasn't supposed to get crashed. But if you look closely in one of the scene when he pulls up before he crashes that car, that poor guy's car. and he pulls up and he's like, oh, they're going to stop at this next stop. And he runs up the stairs. When he parks it, the camera just keeps out of view that car had been rear-ended in the past because the quarter panel's pushed into the rear door.
Oh, it is.
And you can see the gaps tight like this, but you can't see the back half of it. So they had to have like 3 or 4 of those same cars.
Yeah.
Because when he gets this hit from the side, the damage is not 100% matching of it. It's close, but not 100%.
Yeah.
But there's no rear-end collision on it. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. They had a couple different of that same car, and they fucking crashed it probably a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about this movie too is like, I feel like it's such an anomaly of a movie because the acting it's good and it isn't good. Like it's so paradoxical because when I'm watching this movie, it feels very cheesy. And very like a very stereotypical sort of bold detective movie. But then at the same time, you think about it, well, they weren't really doing that at that time. So it's kind of a front runner.
What do you mean they were
Doing what?
at the time? Hard-boiled detective?
Yeah,
movies?
like the hard-boiled.
Of course they were. They've been doing that since
Since noir.
I was gonna say the noir's evolved into that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Shit. Well, disregard that opinion then.
I got a couple of trivia things.
Okay.
So the movie itself had a very small budget, and basically it was made because one of the studio executives offhandedly told William Friedkin, "I got $2 million I'm going to spend on a project. You want to make a movie?
Could it be yours?"
And he goes, "I'll make a movie for under $2 million." He goes, "Okay,
yeah.
cool." And literally that's how it started. The guy who is Agent Moldering, who's like the guy who hates Popeye Doyle, who's sitting in the back talking shit about him the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, you still keep your fucking gun in your boot? Yeah, you fucking loser. You got that guy killed, you piece of shit. That's that guy that's played by Bill Hickman, who is a stunt driver. He's a stunt driver in this movie. He's a stunt driver in Bullet. He also was a stunt driver in Rebel Without a Cause and a very close friend of James Dean.
Oh, really?
He was following James Dean on the night he died, and he was towing the trailer that Porsche Spider that he crashed into the tree and died in.
Yeah.
When he wasn't driving it, they would trailer it from place to place. It was like a high-end car. So he was driving the truck that was towing the empty trailer. Oh, man. Basically going to meet him at his next destination. And he passed him and basically found him dead.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he played that character. So in the scene where Gene Hackman is starting that chase, there's a couple of cuts, and it cuts back to him, Bill Pullman. I'm sorry, not Bill Pullman, Bill Hickman, driving that car. He kind of looks about the same build as Gene Hackman, maybe a little bit beefier. But yeah, he was a really interesting character. Also, a testament to how insane William Friedkin is. We mentioned on To Live and Die in L.A., Joseph's dream pick. He really got like the best counterfeiter they could in L.A. for the movie, and then Friedkin just took a bunch of the counterfeit money and started using it.
Yeah.
In the scene where he's testing the effectiveness of the heroin, it was real heroin.
No fucking way.
Yeah, William Friedkin says on the DVD commentary that instead of using like flour or cornstarch, they just use real heroin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, it was pure back then. I didn't have all that weird fentanyl stuff in it.
Baby laxatives.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think this movie it has such a raw feeling to it that you are immediately like drawn into the movie. It's not cinematic in any way. It's just
it looks like,
and that's a good thing.
It looks like a real piece of shit.
It does though. That's the paradoxical thing. It's like the acting is good, but it isn't good.
You said that like twice now.
But before that, you said that like Gene Hackman was doing fantastic.
Yes. And now he says his acting is not good.
It's what's Jason Alexander's pamphlet in Curb Your Enthusiasm? Acting without acting.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. It's acting without acting. Like it just feels.
So you seen that Gene Hackman just is that guy?
Yeah,
a racist cop.
Yeah, I think Gene Hackman is
Careful what you say. Careful.
Was maybe allegedly, possibly a racist cop instead of a multimillionaire actor. Okay.
In the trivia, it actually specifically says that Hackman had a really hard time playing Popeye Doyle because he hated using those derogatory, phrases.
Oh, he did.
Hated treating the minorities like that. So between takes, William Friedkin would basically try to piss him off so he would get angry. And Hackman almost walked off set a few times. They had to basically pull legal on him and say, you're contractually obligated
you're
to finish this movie. And he would when he was
aggressive directing.
Yeah, there you go. Hackman, during some of his takes, Friedkin would just be crossing his arms, shaking his head, like rolling his eyes, like, look at this fucking guy. I can't even act his way out of a paper bag. And he would just piss Hackman off so much.
Well, he pulled a good performance out of him.
He did. The main bad guy, played by Fernando Rey, he was the Frenchman. Mm-hmm. He was the French Connection.
Yeah.
He was a mistake in casting.
Mistake.
Yeah, so there was a movie called
The Wrong Kid Died.
Belle de Jour from 1967, and Friedkin wanted him, so he told his casting director to go get him.
Go get him.
And he hired him blind, and when he arrived at the airport, Fernando Rey and William Friedkin met, and Friedkin realized that's not the right actor. He got somebody else from that movie on accident. So he was looking for a guy named Francisco Rabal, not Fernando Rey. And he basically said, what the fuck? And he almost fired the casting director. And then he almost fired Fernando Rey when he realized that he didn't speak French because he's Spanish.
William Friedkin, when he sees him, he's like,
you fool! That Fernando Rey! And
that's Fernando.
So then he was gonna fire Fernando Rey, but then he realized that the original guy he wanted, Francisco Rabal, wasn't available, and he also didn't speak any English.
Oh.
So he couldn't be in it anyways.
Okay.
And it's, again, just the insanity of William Friedkin. He's like, hey, give me that guy.
Yeah.
Do you want to interview him? No, it's fine. The guy doesn't speak English.
Get him.
Get him. I don't care.
Get him.
This is pre 9/11.
Yeah.
And in one of the scenes, you can actually see the World Trade Centers being built.
Oh, I did
really?
I did recognize that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We do have an eye for
It looked like they
towers.
did on 2001.
Yeah.
It was in reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see here. In 2009, for the Blu-ray release, William Friedkin personally altered the film's color tinting to give it a much colder look, which is probably what our trailer looked like.
Huh.
Okay.
The original cinematographer, Owen Roisman, he was incensed, and he called the new transfer atrocious. That trailer looked pretty bad, if that's what it was. The bar where Popeye Doyle busts all the dudes and makes the milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
In today, modern day, that bar is a Popeye's Chicken. And Popeye's Chicken founder created the name of Popeye after the character of Popeye Doyle.
That seems weird.
That's why it's trivia.
But, I mean, I'm saddened that it's not a bar anymore and it's a fast food restaurant.
We need more bars.
We need more. That bar was.
We need more bars.
That I don't sound like that. But that bar was.
It's uncanny.
We need more seedy bars like that. I feel like we don't have
more
enough.
made movies and shitty bars.
I've never heard the word seedy used as a compliment.
We need a bar that looks like you can get hepatitis by riding the train.
We need more seedy bars. That's what this world needs. Seedy bars.
I mean, like, think about it. Like,
oh, this bit again.
What bit? There's no bit, Tyler.
Oh. Okay, so Heather says that her favorite bit of trivia is about the bribery. Let me see here. I have it.
Oh.
So Friedkin needed approval from the New York Transit Authority, which he did not get for almost any of it. And he laid out exactly what he needed, to which the Transit Authority employee responded, well, if I'm going to approve this, I need $40,000 and a one-way ticket to Jamaica. Friedkin said, why is that? He goes, well, when your picture comes out, I'm going to be fired on the spot. And the producers complied with his request. They paid him $40,000 and a one-way ticket
to Jamaica.
And when the movie came out, he was fired, and he did flee the country. Current whereabouts unknown.
Holy shit!
Again, the insanity of William Friedkin.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. He's like the punk rock of 70s filmmaking.
let's see. There's another interesting trivia fact about. Okay, here we go. So the main car chase scene was filmed without proper permits from the city.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the NYPD tactical force helped control traffic, but most of the control was achieved by the assistant directors with the help of a lot of off-duty NYPD officers, because they did have a lot of officers helping them with production.
They were very passionate about this movie.
Well, it was based off a book that was written by former detectives.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically just, it's like almost like a memoir of their own stories or whatever. So the assistant director cleared traffic approximately 5 blocks in either direction of the chase scene. But permission was only given to control traffic signals on those streets when they ran the chase. Many instances, though, they illegally continued the chase into sections where no traffic control was done. They had to evade real traffic and real pedestrians. Many of the near collisions of the movie were planned and not real, or were very real and not planned.
Nice.
The flashing police lights were placed on top of the car, the drive car, to warn bystanders. A camera was mounted on the car's front bumper for the shots from the car's POV, and Hackman did some of the driving, but most of the extremely dangerous stunts were done by Bill Hickman, which I mentioned before.
Yeah.
But Friedkin was the one in the back seat filming. He decided to do that himself instead of the other camera operators because they all had wives and children, and he did not. He was afraid that something might go down, and he was not even strapped in the back, just floating around in there with no seatbelt.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, this makes me, even knowing this trivia makes me like this movie even more. I mean, I don't know. Yes, he endangered people's lives. But
what's worse, that or killing the cow in Come and See?
I did not like that. I did not like the cow being obliterated in Come and See. It's funny. I encourage every classmate to go back to that episode and hear my shock about that fact.
When you find out the cow actually died.
Just listen to me.
Yeah, like no, Joseph. I remember you, Joseph. You told me, you're like, that cow actually died, and I was mouth agape, like, what?
And that child actor was actually tormented.
Yeah,
but that's neither here nor there.
Years of therapy.
Great movie though.
Yeah.
Good movie though.
It's a memorable movie, as well as The French Connection. I mean, I think that what I really got out of The French Connection it wasn't the story, because the story is pretty skim milk, or what?
Water milk,
skim milk. What's going on a shirt?
The story doesn't matter. Really, the story, for myself, I'm speaking for myself, it did not matter to me.
Can you speak for me?
No, I cannot.
Please.
I don't even know what I would say.
Just pretend.
Yeah, pretend you're me for a second. How'd you like the car chasing, Pete?
Oh, well, it had the Ford Esquire getting damaged, and
but did you like it?
I loved it. There was great maneuvers, and yeah. I mean, I just like the movie because of its raw grittiness feeling, and it's interestingly enough, when I watching it a second time, I already knew what I was getting into, plot wise. I still didn't care for the plot. I just was really in it for the characters, and just kind of the how do I say this without sounding like an idiot? It's more of it's like when you see a really good photograph.
Okay.
And I really don't want to sound like an idiot, but you know what?
Come on, we're not gonna know what you mean.
It's like seeing a series of photographs that are very interesting to look at, and you don't have to know the context, but you like what you're seeing. So and I know that's what a movie is, because it's a series of photographs. I don't know how much more I can explain it. It's just yeah.
You just like the vibe.
I just like the vibe of it all.
Just say that.
Yeah. I just like the vibe. It's It's a very very good Saturday morning movie. It doesn't even feel that long either. It's not.
It's only hour 47 minutes or something.
Yeah, hour 45, and the ending.
Excuse me.
And the ending,
on Paramount, I think it's Paramount. One of the streaming services, we were looking for a movie last night, me and Brianna, and they give you the length of the movie in seconds as well.
In seconds,
it's like 1 hour 46 minutes 12 seconds. I'm like, well, that's just too much.
12 seconds.
12 seconds,
and 12 seconds.
Yeah,
I could have done 6.
I know. 1 minute 47 or 1 hour 47 minutes and 8 seconds. Now we're talking.
I gotta go to bed.
4 seconds ago.
What was your overall satisfaction with the ending?
Terrible. Hated it.
Oh.
He kills the other police officer and then just moves on.
Yeah.
He shoots Rigetti or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Moldoni or whatever.
Molding?
It's
yeah, I was looking into that.
Moldering.
Molderig.
Molderig. He shoots him.
Yeah.
Dead like 12 times.
Yeah, he did.
Unloads into him.
And then
Roy Scheider's like, you shot Molderig. And he's like, I know that motherfucker's in here. That's it.
Yeah, and that's
and
it.
They leave it. And then there's
no remorse.
And the movie's over after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Weird ending.
It's what I've learned is because the case was unsolved and the perps got away after that. Like and then we get the factoids at the end.
The factoids.
It's like that's the ending because like otherwise it would have just been anticlimactic in another way.
Sure.
And he leaves and then you hear a gunshot.
Yes.
Which can be interpreted as like he's firing at him and he misses.
Yeah.
Or, and this is a theory that I read.
Okay.
Thanks to our friend Reddit. Because of the character of Doyle being like this guy who's like an alcoholic, he got a partner killed pre this like the story that we're seeing.
Yeah.
And so he's dealing with that via alcoholism and the racism.
He's really racist.
And what this theory says is that because he's realized that he's killed a federal agent, and now
he kills himself.
He kills himself.
I kind of thought that,
and
too,
that's
but
what the gunshot is.
They would have
Because
said something.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I mean, you just watched the movie like last week. Okay, or like 2 weeks ago.
All right.
It was more than 2 weeks ago.
6 weeks.
So that's like one aspect. I mean, it's just based on a true story, so I don't know if that guy actually killed himself or not. If he wrote a book, then
How would they make French Connection do?
I don't know if he.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a sequel.
Back in action.
But yeah, that's just one aspect or one theory about, or one I guess could be fan fiction. That he goes. The cinematic part of it is that
I would have liked that ending.
Well, if they didn't make a sequel, yeah, that would be interesting.
He kills himself because he killed the federal agent, and he's become obviously very, very obsessed with this case.
Yeah.
He sees the guy get on a plane and fly away, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
Kills himself.
But would the character of Doyle feel enough guilt to actually go through with it?
Maybe he was drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming he was through most of the movie.
Probably.
Yeah, and you think there's going to be a wrap up because they kind of corner them, and he does the wave thing back at him, and it's like, yeah, you got me type of thing. But
I like how the police also were like, give up. The place is surrounded, and they all run away, and half of them get away.
Yeah,
you're like,
well,
they're
cops.
Really surrounded. I know. So, one of my biggest problems about the way that the acting and the writing and everything was like they felt like children, like pretending to be cops through most of it. Like
that's a really good
when they're tailing the dirty car.
Yeah,
the Lincoln Mark 8, the brown one. They find the schmutz in the rockers.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, by the way.
It's a good spot. I thought it was a good spot. Because they had to actually use the air chisel to get it off.
Yeah,
which was like that's good. That's
good.
Them
taking a car away, car apart.
Yeah, but before that happens, when they're tailing it, and they see it parked and they're like waiting, and the guys come up in the 61 Ford Galaxy, and and they bust him right there. They didn't even get to see, they should have waited one more minute to let him get in the car. Like, what you couldn't even, no shit, everybody got off on a technicality. These fucking cops suck.
Yeah.
They get off, like, oh, we're just going to boost the hubcaps. These fucking idiot detectives. They swat the guys, and all they're trying to do is, like, break into the car. Yeah. Wait till you have the evidence, my guy. You know, wait till they turn the car on and start to drive away, then lock them in with the car.
Well, it was in 1970s, so I don't know.
That's how every encounter went. He goes into the bar where he makes the milkshake, and like immediately he's like, you can't even hear what they're saying. He's shouting so much.
Yeah,
they're like, talking on top of each other. You can't even, like, how could you comply even if you wanted to?
Yeah,
they suck at their job. Is what I'm saying.
It also, like, it doesn't seem like they're trying to make them look like they're good cops, like good at their job cops. Like almost like that's the point, that they're bad at their job.
And I can respect that. And I think that Friedkin probably leaned into that a little bit more than maybe the book did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the...
By the way, he didn't read the book. He says it was pretentious and heavy.
Yeah.
He said, nah, I ain't reading that shit.
I think I'd be really good friends with this guy. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the whole point of the movie, was that these cops that had their jobs on the line, and Popeye...
That's the point?
Popeye Doyle stumbles upon this case, which could make or break his career. Like, this is the last case that he could do while being on the Narcotics Bureau. And that's why he becomes obsessed, because he's trying to save his reputation, his career. And in the end, he biffs it. I mean, because you see in the epilogue that
shitty cop is shitty again. Makes the front page.
Him and his partner get transferred to another department. And I think I've seen the French Connection too. I don't remember it too well.
You've seen the second one?
Yeah.
Why?
He stream picked it.
Yeah.
Same time as French Connection 1.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I saw the French Connection too. I can't remember what department they go, but he gets hot on the case again. And but
the same case?
No, it's a different case.
It's a different one. But he more or less has like the same obsession that he did with his first case. And the French Connection 2 is a little bit more structured than the first one. The first one seems really like raw, and then the second one is more structured.
Originally, it was supposed to be Charles Bronson and William Shatner.
Guess who directed French Connection 2? The guy who directed Ronin. John Frankenheimer.
John Frankenheimer. Wow, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a better car chase scene in French Connection 2?
Fuck. I ain't watching it.
I feel like there is one, but not as memorable as the first one. Yeah. So, I mean, do we have anything more to say about it? Or
Let's grade it.
Okay, perfect. Joseph, what would you give French Connection?
Like an A minus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like an A minus. I don't think I don't think I'll watch it again.
Oh, really?
Ever in my life.
Really? Ever in your life?
I can't imagine a time where I would either.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it twice now. I think that's enough.
Okay. A minus from Joseph. Pete, what would you give French Connection 1?
French Connection 1? I don't know that one.
French Connection.
I know French Connection.
Part 1.
Oh, Part 1, Series 1, Episode 1.
Yes.
Addendum 1. The prequel. You know what? I like that this movie exists, and I fucking love it for a Friedkin movie, but it's like a B. Maybe even a B minus.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll say B. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I didn't. Yay! It's a B. I was looking. Oh, maybe I set myself up for failure because I was looking for so much more. And goddamn, did that car chase scene disappoint me?
Yeah,
well, when you expect it to be,
I know.
It's car chase May.
I've been told, like, this is the pinnacle. This is the new standard. And I even read in the trivia, it's like it was considered to be at the time the best car chase scene on set to film
since 1970.
Previously, held the title by Bullet. And so I was like, okay, it's got to be Bullet +1. And this was like Bullet -3. Yeah. Godzilla -1. So, anyways, B for me.
All right.
Barely a B.
You know, I'm gonna have to piggyback on Joseph with this one. A- for myself. And you know what? I agree with you, Pete, as far as being disappointed with the car chase scene.
Now you're disappointed?
Well, I mean, I
thought you loved it.
I do love it, but you know,
Don't listen
after
to me, I'm wrong here.
This is the whole point about discussion.
You know
so
what, Pete? You're right. This car chase scene sucks.
I did not.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
I did. You know
Can
what?
I get the right answer, please? It sucks.
I don't think it sucks, but after the context of this conversation, I think that there is more to be desired, especially with it being hyped up as it is. I don't think it's bad, but I think that it's a little overhyped. And I remember watching it when I watched it the first time, I remember being a little bit in awe of it. I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. It felt very raw and gritty. Loved it. But upon second viewing...
You were pitching a tent when you gave your review the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But not about the car chasing.
Mm-hmm.
About the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was thinking about Roman Polanski.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean... so anyways, well, that's French Connection.
That's it. We got connected for free.
Yes. I am glad
What's
that
next?
we were able... well, next is the next movie, so that would be... Joseph's.
What's your movie again? Yeah! It's called The Driver.
It's called The Driver. Although I won't be here next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why?
So we're going to do Joseph's movie without him.
We should have done my movie this weekend.
We should have, honestly. Wait, what's do we have 5 Saturdays in May?
Yes, we do.
Hey, you want to take next weekend off?
We can.
Okay. Maybe me and Tyler can just do like a mini episode or something. We can go record on the streets.
You can talk about how bad Last of Us is.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't hate it as much as everybody else, but it's definitely not as good as the first season or the game. I'm gonna be a dad.
Proceeds to
furiously
fingering and
I'm gonna dial you like a rotary phone.
Yeah.
Finger licking good.
I'll be your puppet.
I have not watched that episode. Is it really that gratuitous?
Yes.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Just
yeah, it is. It is. I had to rewind it a few times.
Oh, fuck.
You know they're both supposed to be like 16, right?
What?
I think Ellie's 19. Well, in the game, she's 19.
Barely.
Oh.
I don't know, but they both look like they should be on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, no, for real. The one's Dora.
Yeah, Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
And now
You're rubbing one out to Dora?
And now she's in the new season of Peacemaker.
Oh, is she?
She is?
I love Peacemaker.
Man, she is having a comeuppance.
So, a comeuppance. So,
what?
First of all, The Driver's not even streaming anywhere. How are we going to find this? You can't even rent it.
You can't even rent it?
Really?
Pick a different one.
Maybe I will. Why don't we fucking watch Bullet?
We can watch Bullet.
Let's do it.
Why don't you fucking watch that piece of shit? Oh, it's interesting. The Driver's an adaptation of La Samurai.
Oh, no shit. Didn't like that movie.
Let's watch La Samurai.
I blind bought it on Criterion thinking, that's what movie people like, Le Samurai. I've heard it's good.
That's what people like.
And Angry Otter, Michael in the chat says, takeaway is that you don't like French or Italians.
Who's that directed to?
And Le Samurai is French and I don't like it. Everybody says you're supposed to like it. I don't like it. Maybe I don't like French.
It's a detective movie, right?
It's an assassin.
Crime noir.
It's like an assassin movie.
Oh.
You know what would be really...
I couldn't get on the wavelength.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they speaking? French? Oh,
what is this language?
These frog-eating, baguette-toting bastards.
Welcome to Ultra
Hell. Heather agrees that the French Connection is no Bullet. So,
yeah.
Are you going to pull an audible? Or are we going to watch Bullet?
I mean...
You don't have to. You don't have to pick right now. We got a whole 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but is it really not streaming anywhere?
It isn't.
I can't find it. I mean, we could probably probably internetarchives.org.
Yeah, it's not available for streaming. It's crazy.
Pull it.
Let's give it a week. We'll figure it out because next
All right.
week it'll just be me and you, Tyler, and we'll do something fun.
Yeah.
We'll like slap skins or something.
Yum. Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be like the old days, recorded back to back.
Oh yeah, back to
God. Before we go, I want to mention that the Patreon right now, the votes are open for what the fourth movie is of the month. And let's see what we have so far. We have 13 comments.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Thank you.
Patreon
members.
What's Up, Doc from Heather.
Okay.
An amazing humorous car chase, which is a parody of the bullet chase scene. You can see the damage they did to the steps, and I can personally confirm, I believe the car choreographer for that went on to do Dukes of Hazzard. Heather also says Bullet. Joel says Baby Driver. My Aunt Linda says the Blues Brothers. Chris Geiger says OJ Made in America. Joe Bridges says Death Proof or The Raid 2.
Okay.
So got a lot of options on here, but really no reactions to any of these.
Well,
I consider a reaction like a co-opted vote. So right now we have like 8 options.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll put a poll out there and just have everybody vote.
Yeah.
So anyways, and then also this week I am going to do the ask Heather if she wants to engage the cool ass yard duties to figure out what the topic's going to be. Well, next week we'll have kind of an off week, a hybrid week.
Yeah.
Week after that, Joseph will be back and we'll do the driver or whatever you choose.
Yeah.
And the week after that will be the Patreon pick. Then we spin the wheel for whatever June's going to be.
Yep.
And I have a week, a Saturday off in June. I'll be in Canada.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be gone a week at the end of May too.
Our 51st
May?
state.
Yeah.
So you're going to be off on the Patreon week?
Last Saturday.
It must be nice. It must be nice to having all these vacations and days off.
May 31st.
You have days off too. You just don't do anything with them.
No, I do not.
May 31st. Yeah, that's a Patreon week.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to. I don't have to.
Angry Otter says Kung Fu Hustle.
Is there a car chase sequence?
I don't remember.
There's not a car chase sequence in that.
Kung Fu Hustle?
I don't know. Maybe there is.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh wait, there's a train. There's a
train
train sort of car, another car chase train, but I don't remember it that much.
Train Chase May.
Yeah,
Right.
it's turning into Train Chase May. Yeah.
All right.
Train
So
Chase May.
anything else before we sign off?
I think that's it.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't say it like that.
The Lady in Curly.
Why do you always assume I'm making fun of you?
Because I'm narcissistic.
That's true.
Hey, what do you mean by that? That's almost like you're talking about me about that. So, anyways, thank you to the cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That is Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. And Heather's going to be getting something set up so that her and the other 3 cool ass yard duties can make a decision about what we're going to watch.
Thank you, Heather.
Yes, thank you, Heather. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you could do so. Patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just go on the YouTube channel and watch us there. That's the only way of supporting it as well. So until next time. Thank you for joining us as we gab and chatter. We talk French Connection. And Joseph talks some shit to us in the trivia. Yeah! Follow us next week as me and Tyler do a hybrid episode. We'll figure out what that is later. Should be a fun time. Or just watch along and give us your own streaming picks. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
And on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class, and on Twitter at Podcast MCFC.
All right, see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.